Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa! Full couch here today. How everybody feeling?
Great.
You good? Lexi, I seen you out there, Final Four, doing your thing.
Yep, I was in Tampa. It was fun.
In Tampa.
Yeah, in Tampa.
Not to be confused.
Not San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Yes, I was there.
For the men's.
Wait, last night? Oh.
I got back last night, yeah.
Was it cracking?
Yeah, it was lit.
Up.
Yeah, there's a lot of women's basketball fans out there, so it was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Men's side, Duke, had some issues.
Just some.
So did y'all.
We knew we weren't losing to UConn.
Oh, yeah.
We
UCLA.
knew we were going to take that L. Okay, we got as far as we could go.
So let y'all be exempt from this thrashing that you over here trying to dish out.
We knew it was going down. Paige Bueckers, her last run.
No, it was not
we knew the
supposed
chips were stacked against us.
It was not supposed to go down like that.
We knew the chips were stacked against us.
He knew.
Shout out Corey Close, the UCLA women's basketball squad.
Number 1 seed, women,
Yeah, okay.
Got y'all doors blew off.
We weren't the only ones.
Facts.
Haley felt it too.
Facts.
Okay, it was UConn.
Belt to ass weekend for UConn.
But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. I like the jacket, Gil.
That was L for Lakers.
Oh, it's okay, Lakers. Not to be confused with the Lucas.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Hot as hell outside.
On this side of the couch, we got WNBA champion of the world, Seattle Storm guard Lexi Brown back with us.
80 degrees outside. Yeah.
Even in the summer, even in the winter.
Goddamn 80 degrees outside. He
Put
got
a
this damn
Letterman
winter
jacket
jacket on and jeans.
Never let the weather get in the way of getting the fit off.
Facts. Just how you feel.
On this side of the couch, representing Oak Cliff, the distinguished gentleman, Kenyon Martin, back here with us.
What's that? Oh,
That sounds like distinguished gentleman music.
you know what I'm talking about?
I will politely tuck in my chain. And the man known as Cemetery Larry, NCAA champion of the world, Rashad McCants, in the building. Rashad, we see you doing your thing at Morongo with Jim Hill.
Y'all ain't watching that shit.
You crazy. Watching all of it.
You really lying and shit.
See what Jim had to say about Kenyon.
You're trying to gaslight me.
Shots fired back.
Yeah, no, Jim.
The red do-rag with the Suwoo fit? Come on.
Yeah,
Saw you do the Papa shot
It
too.
was Houston. It was Mercy Miller.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm shouting out for my homie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Repping Houston. But
Saw you on the Papa shot?
yeah, Jim beat me a couple times. I'm taking L's.
That's what you got to do to advance.
Yeah. It's a corporate. You
You
gotta let
already
them
know.
win.
You already know. Gotta let the boss win
I'm
sometimes.
gonna let you niggas win. I'm gonna beat the fuck out y'all, but I'm gonna let them win. I'll beat y'all every time I go up against y'all, though.
We talked about
this YouTube shit.
We are on
So
YouTube.
We'll try to get the TBS.
we talked about the women's tournament. As y'all know, me and Swaggy P had an Instagram bet to see whose team would advance further. Women's tournament, obviously UCLA advanced further than USC. If you're in the Westwood area, be on the lookout for me and Swaggy's billboard. Him rocking all the UCLA gear. He'll be back later this week with a public apology for not believing in these Bruins
Shit's fire.
as they advance to the Final Four.
Ain't gonna show the picture?
Huh?
Ain't gonna show
We gotta wait. I want it to really. He'll be back Wednesday. He will get reminders all year long. But for all the fans out there, we still have 2 viewing options for you: our traditional version, mobile vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. Eamon Thompson had Steph Curry in hell in the Rockets' win over the Warriors Sunday. What did the Rockets expose about this dub squad? Damn, 3 points. Steph and Ime going at it. It was an intriguing night. The Lakers got a huge win against the Thunder in OKC. What statement did the purple and gold make by blowing out the league's best team? Wire-to-wire win. I know we all saw it. Third-seeded Lakers. Gil, nice jacket. And Steve Kerr said Nikola Jokic is the best center that he's ever seen. But is he spitting or tripping? Before we get into all that, as always, show brought to you by Underdog. Download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. As for tonight, Gil has some picks up in his partner pack on the Underdog app. Can we take a look at those, please? So you got Sabonis, higher, 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists, taking on the Pistons. Cade Cunningham, higher, 19.5 points. DeMar DeRozan, higher, 16.5 points. And Azor Thompson, the other Thompson twin, higher, 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Gil, I see you limited it to 1 game. There's only 2 games tonight. Not a lot of options. You've been doing pretty well on the Underdog. Not bad, not shabby. You've been sharing the wins in the chat. Shad, as you know, you broke Underdog's pockets for a significant amount of bread.
I had to stop playing.
they put you on probation for a little bit.
They blocked me out. I can't even make no bets no more.
Had to, you know.
Oh yeah, because you won the joint, then you doubled, and you went right back.
I went
right back. I peeped it.
So you can
So
win
if you win too much, they'll be like, stop.
You can
Well,
win.
I ain't had that problem.
Yeah, so you know,
For damn sure.
the rest of us keeping Underdog afloat
You know what I'm talking about?
with all the players not delivering.
The Reds
I'm
make
up
you
there-
mad.
$88.
Hey, some of these days I'm up at the couch working for free.
You got $88, 26
All
cents.
that bread.
That ain't mine.
That ain't, oh,
How much do
you
you
big
have in
baller?
yours? How much do you have in yours?
Like, 4,000, 5,000.
All right.
Some light work. So good. We asked the chat. We asked the chat if they're riding or fading with your picks tonight. 61% of the chat riding with your picks. If you like Gil's picks, head over to Underdog app. Use promo code Gil. Get $1,000 in bonus cash plus special pick 'em, and you can win up to nearly 4 times your bread if you're rolling with these. And if you can't watch Gil's Arena live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. As a reminder, Gil's been nominated for a Webby Award in the Creator Sports category. Support Gil by voting for him in the link in the chat. Voting is open until Thursday, April 17th. Please note that you must respond to the email you received upon registration or your vote will not be counted. So y'all check y'all emails, respond to the email to make sure your vote counts. Be heard in this election cycle, okay? Make your voice heard. Vote for Gil for a Webby Award in the Creator Sports category.
Arena honored.
That's a respectfully disrespectful way of saying that we didn't make the top 5. But we made the top 7, so they're honoring us.
Why they keep calling us a podcast though? Who told them that?
Yeah, I don't know. We are a show, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like honorable mention for the McDonald's game. Mm-hmm. They send you a certificate.
Okay, who's the
Tell you to watch it. Tell you to watch the game.
Who's
You
the
can't even
five
get
that
your meal
got-
super size.
Who's the 5 that got nominated? What are they going off of? I hope they're not going off of numbers.
I don't think it's numbers or viewership are factored
Oh,
into
okay.
the
Because I was
equation.
gonna say they can start combining their numbers and they still won't be better than us.
Facts.
No, I'm just saying if that's how we're doing it, right? If you add the numbers up for weekly or monthly podcasts, we are number 1 by a large.
I'm not good at math, but just
We're not.
looking at
It's not
numbers.
even actually a close thing. So I don't know what they're going off. If they're going off of
Yeah.
like people voting, then yeah, we don't have no control over people voting. But if you're going off of numbers, viewerships, whatever, then there's no competition, to be honest.
The people's champ. And Kenyon, producers want you to know.
Live, we can do live. Like we're blowing y'all out in live. We can do pre-recorded. If we do our pre-recorded, we're beating you in pre-recorded.
Ooh.
Like we're so dominant that it just doesn't even matter. Like we got 2 viewing options.
We do.
We're beating you in both options.
Traditional version and a mobile vertical version. You can pick whichever
We're
one you
beating
want.
y'all in both. I'm just if
Kenyon,
we
producers
want
wanted you to know that we actually do get certificates if we want them. We can get them framed.
No thank you.
No thanks.
good.
Okay, you don't want
We'll
that.
pass this year.
Now we need to make it a point. You know what? Any award that comes out now, just nominate us. You know what? That's what we're gonna start doing. Like I didn't really look at awards, but I want them all now. We just want to put them all, just cover the window with awards. So.
I do have my one suit for funerals, weddings, and award ceremonies, so look forward to pulling that out at some point. It's versatile, quinceañeras, whatever.
Like, cause I be
It's a versatile suit.
I be seeing some of the categories, and I'm like creator, host, like those are different categories, right? You know, if your show is interviewing people, that's not your character. You're just the host, so it should be best host, meaning your guests are very popular and you win that way. Creator is you personally doing something,
Yeah.
right?
There are a lot of shows that get carried by their guests.
They get carried by their guests and they win character awards and creator awards. No, that's not the same thing. Just same thing as if it's a character, that's you personally also, not your success of your actual podcast.
Speak on it.
You know, just these awards, I'm just saying like, how are you guys even in this category? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, that's
I'm
for
not,
another
I'm
day.
not, I'm not the one putting, and then there's some that's in sports, but your podcast is not actually sports.
Ooh. Sound like some conversation going to need to be had in the near future, but either way,
They'll be looking at them.
vote for Gil for his Webby.
There's some there's entertainment, there's sports, there's social. You just.
Well, let's get this thing going.
Sorry, I'm just.
We do get certificates though. Our
Those
participation.
stickers, okay.
Participation certificate.
Where my sticker?
All right, let's get into some basketball. Warriors been one of the hottest teams in the league since the Jimmy Butler trade, going 20-2 with Butler and Steph in the lineup, including 5 straight wins heading into their matchup against the Rockets Sunday. In Steph Curry's previous 3 games prior to the Rockets meeting, he was averaging 42 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds, with a 52-piece on the Grizzlies, 37 on the Lakers, and 36 on the Nuggets. But Amen Thompson and the Rockets were having none of that as Houston gave Curry and the Dubs a problem. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. So Thompson was all up in Steph Curry's kitchen like Melvin and Baby Boy. Steph was held to just 3 points in 33 minutes of action, going 1 for 10 from the field, 1 for 8 from 3. He did have 8 assists, but also had 4 turnovers. It was Steph's second lowest scoring output this season. He had 2 points against the Grizzlies back in December in a 51-point blowout loss. Also the fewest points Steph scored in the game when playing 30-plus minutes in his career. Dillon Brooks led the Rockets with 24 points on 10 of 13 shooting. Jalen Green added 21 points, 5 dimes, while Alperen Şengün dominated the paint with 19 points and 14 boards. Jabari Smith Jr. was big off the bench, 16 points, 9 boards. He was 7 for 10 from the field. So in addition to locking up Steph, Amen Thompson filled up the stat sheet. He had 14.6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Buddy Hield led the Warriors in scoring, coming off the bench to drop 20. Brandon Podziemski had 19. Jimmy Butler added 13 on 4 of 7 shooting. Draymond had 2 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 turnovers. The Warriors had 20 turnovers in the game, but despite their poor play from their stars, Dub stayed in the game until the 4th quarter when the Rockets went on a 16-5 run to put things out of reach. Rockets got their first win in the base since 2020, snapping a 7-game road losing streak against the Warriors, all but locked up the 2nd seed in the West. So we'll start with you, Kenyon. What does a win like this show you about this Rocket squad?
They playing for something, so I guess they're trying to get the 2nd seed, so they playing for something. So it meant something, I guess, to them. I'm curious. I didn't see the game, but I'm curious to go back and look to see why, what they did to Steph, to see why, what his shots selection was.
I'll tell you.
Please enlighten us.
Tell you.
Because listen, man, just from this, and the one that he did make, right for that.
2-1.
Right at the end of the second quarter.
2-1. I got a free look.
Yeah, so, yeah. That's alarming.
You got
1
to
for 10.
think about Ime though. Think about Ime and how he coaches. His direct message to the team was, once they start crying and bitching to the refs, we got them. Pick it up a notch. Pick it up another notch on them. Be more aggressive because now we know we got them out of their game. You know, when Steve get the card complaining and stuff, Amen Thompson is going to be the next Kawhi Leonard. More athletic. And once he get the jumper down, it's going to be crazy. So I look at them as a team that set the blueprint on how to stop a guy like Steph and a guy like Trae Young and a guy like Dame Lillard. Put pressure on these dudes. And what I'm seeing with Houston also is the way they drive the lanes. I think Ime's telling them drive. They're not settling for threes like every other team. So I like that about them. The only thing they're missing is a rim protector. I don't think Steven Adams is a rim protector.
No.
But outside of that,
They charge takers.
yeah.
So that's their rim protection, right? They charge takers.
Get in-
So
they get
instead
there
of shot
before you.
blocking, you got Dillon Brooks take charge, Sengun take charge. You got all them other guys like
Fred.
Also leading the league in
Fred-
rebounding too.
Fred
Which is,
definitely charged.
Fred is a charge taker.
He's led the league. So that's what they do. But
so you look at just what Amen Thompson's doing. Played the Thunder game before, held SGA to 22 points. Coming with Steph, seemed like the Rockets had a concerted strategy. Look, we're not letting Steph beat us. Rest of y'all gonna have to do it.
Ben said.
And for as bad as Steph played, just on paper with the stats, we're still in the game till that 4th quarter. Like I said, Rockets went on that 16-5 run. But how impressed are you just with this Rockets in their defense? I think 4th in the league right now.
It's incredible to see defense played at this intensity with this type of competitiveness. I think that's what I'm saying with Ime. He's a corner boy who had to get it from the mud. So he knows what type of buttons to push with those guys. And what I'm seeing, even with Jalen Green, he's stepping up, trying to play some defense now. And when you got him playing, Eason, with all these guys all go get it. They're like a college team. And it's impressive. I like it a lot. And if I had a second team to pick, if I could go away from New York, I'll pick Houston right now.
We'll see if you make a move this summer free agency. Let's move to this side. Lexi, looking at that Steph Curry 3 points, like I said, second lowest scoring output this season, fewest points in a game in his career where he's played 30-plus minutes.
I mean, it's like, yeah, they played great defense on him, but he was like on a crazy run. So at some point, you're going to have a game like that, and everyone's just going to be like, oh, what happened? Like, you just have 50, you have 40, da-da-da, and sometimes that just happens. He's been carrying a lot for that Warriors team. I really like the Rockets because they are so young, so it's taken them some time, and I think he really has gotten them to buy into this defensive presence that they got. Is the twin, is he in Defensive Player of the Year conversation?
Rockets fans have been singing his praises all season.
I feel like
he's kind of climbing the charts. I don't think he'll get close to getting that, but should be in the running for all defensive team just based on what he's doing this season. But
I mean, I love seeing perimeter players playing defense and getting complimented for it because they get so lost in the sauce of Defensive Player of the Year with the post players that always win. So it's been nice to see that too.
So shift over to you, Gil. Gil, what is this Rockets win? Arguably the biggest game of the Warriors season. You got a bunch of teams in the West fighting to stay out of the play-in, stay in that top 6, all clumped together right now. What do you think about the Rockets going into the Bay, getting their first win since 2020?
I mean, it just shows that they've been, legit this whole time. It's more concerning to the Warriors than it is, Houston. Houston's been showing that they're a steady group. Depending on their matchup in the playoffs is going to dictate, if they can get out of the first round and keep moving further. But, you bring Jimmy Butler over to be the second option, and you see Steph struggling and you don't take on the heavy load, is really concerning. Like, I don't know what you're waiting for, and I don't know if you think you can just turn it on in the playoffs and just be this super aggressive person, because right now you're exhausting Steph at this point, to the point where he might not even be, fully, energized for the playoffs. This is one of those games where you're supposed to be doing you. You get all the way to the paint. 90% of every time you drive, it's a pass. So if you ever paid attention, no one's actually guarding you like that, to the point where you think you can turn it on the last 5 minutes. That's cool, right? We know you do that, but the other 43 actually do matter, right? You're coming in driving, being a decoy, the 43 minutes to try to then turn it on at the end of the game. It should be the other way around. You should be so aggressive early that when you get in the paint, they're going to be double teamed. Then you can make these easy passes to these guys.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying. Like, is when there's a game like this in the playoffs, we've been saying what Jimmy needs to average or the way he needs to play in order to get those averages. So it's going to be games like this, and you gotta step up to it, man. Like, it's just you can't.
Shots.
Yeah,
7 shots.
You know who did step up when this type of shit happened with Steph? Klay Thompson.
One thing you
Klay Thompson.
ain't heard about him not shooting that thing.
And you know why Steph never wiped the sweat off his fucking forehead? Because he knew that dude was gonna have his back. Hey, I'm tired. I got you. I got 12 clips for you. I got 12 threes for you.
I got 30 points in a quarter.
Easy, chilling. And all you gotta do is tell me, hey, look, I need your help right now. Cool. Then you had a guy like Wiggins who was ready for that too. He was willing to step up.
Yeah, it seems like Brandon Bajinski kind of filling that role.
Well. He's been playing well.
He's been playing very well, but you have Buddy Hield and Gary Payton the second. Bojimski, Gary Payton the second, Buddy Hield all took 14 shots in the game, led the Warriors.
So
They all a piece.
Yeah.
Each
Jimmy took 7.
Yeah.
Jimmy took 7.
Jimmy playing that team ball. I'm just wanna just play the game, right? That's Jimmy. That's core Jimmy.
Yeah.
He don't want to be the star. He hates that energy. That's why he left Miami.
Well,
The end of the
it was
fuck-
too much
The
pressure.
Yes, because then if he don't get it done when he don't want to get it done, it looked bad on him. But he's just like, bro, I'm just playing basketball. I'm hitting the right guy. I'm
playing
driving
the right way.
yeah, that's what people do when you don't want to do it. They hang their hat on that excuse. I'm just playing the ball.
Just playing
Just playing the right way.
Making the right plays.
Warriors offense, I think 20-3 with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler in the lineup now after this loss. So it seems to be working at this point. A lot of mid in those 20 wins, though.
But you got to think long term, like Gil said. Like Steph cannot be exhausted going into the playoffs because whatever their first round is going to be hard. It's going to be a battle for them. So if he's exhausted going into the first round, if they win the first round, then it's over with in the second round.
Facts.
And right now, and this is to take it with a grain of salt because the West is super tight right now. It'd be meeting with the Lakers 3-6.
That
We're
first
at 6
round?
spot right now. Right now, but there's 4 teams with 46-32 records right now. So
I remember this advice Tony Bland gave to me.
the legend.
Yeah, he went to Syracuse. It was his first year in Syracuse. He came back, and we had a conversation. And he said, "Man, look, when you go to Arizona, whatever you do in the game, do that shit in practice, right? Don't go into practice, playing the right way or doing this passing shit, and you get in the
hate
game and you
that.
try to shoot.
I hate that.
They're not used to that. That's the same thing with Jimmy. You're playing a game that your teammates is being used to, right? You drive and they getting open, you making the when you decide to then bring in a whole nother game, those guys are not going to be used to that style. And it's going to throw them off. So right now, everyone's feeding on you, driving and kicking, they're getting in position. What ends up happening when you stop passing the ball and you're trying to take over? You need to show that now so they understand what person they're looking at.
He's just trying to be one of the guys.
And
right
what
now.
percentage of playoff Jimmy you need? Like, you don't need that
What you mean?
crazy 100% that he showed us in the bubble. You don't
Why not?
think they need that?
Why not?
Because he has different personnel.
Why?
I think I'm agreeing with you with that. Like, he doesn't know where to place
Go
that.
fucking play.
He don't know what, because he's trying to be one of the guys.
Fuck one of the guys. Go
He's
do
like, I
you.
want to be one of the guys.
You do you, y'all win.
He don't know what that is anymore.
He is the go-to guy. I mean, listen, Steph is the best shooter, but at the end of the day, all his shots are created out of the offense itself.
Absolutely.
We need somebody to draw
Jimmy,
fouls.
you can go
We need-
get your own.
can
You're
go get
so
20
basically
easy.
the last 2-3 minutes, at the end of the day, they have to go to you.
Yes.
I don't know if they don't know it yet, but it's no different than that KD situation.
Yep.
Because this assistant and passing the ball and cutting all that stuff, when all that get cut down, you're the only one that's going to be able to go one-on-one and get your own shot. So you have to start trying to show that.
Did y'all go to Nene early in the first quarter to just kind of get him going?
Mm-hmm.
You always get the big going just to go to him early so he played defense.
Yeah, so he played defense.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So you get rebound and all that shit.
Make sure you give him the
The
ball.
coach, but
We got
it's the,
Shaq tonight. We're going to give you 5.
yeah, you throw you the ball down there.
plays,
So
yeah.
So you think about that element of it. Like, are you giving incentives based on how y'all play? Like
No,
what is it?
I don't agree with it. Just go hoop, man. Like, I need your best. I need the best version of you every time you put your fucking shoes on.
Do you think he's having
Right.
an issue because that is such a systematic offense and team, and he just is trying
Cool.
to figure out?
Yeah, 25
Miami
games.
was too, though.
Got 25 games.
System.
This is
But it
sample
was a system
size.
that benefited Jimmy's style
Yeah,
of play.
because there was no star that they were sending around. He's sitting back seat. Alfred and them is in the front. Jimmy's sitting in the back. Him and Steph, he's just sitting there like, where we going? He ain't got to do nothing. Pressure's off.
But he does.
Content.
Though. He got to do more. He
It's
can't
the-
take 7 shots.
No, man, it's the
pain.
content of winning. Right?
That's it. He's in a winning
33.
situation.
46-32.
No.
They're
Win-
20.
Oh, 20-3 with Jimmy and
See,
Steph.
so
in
what
the
ends up
lineup.
happening
Content,
is
for
you're
sure.
looking at the record, right?
doing
We're 23 this way.
We're doing plenty.
Yeah, so it's like, well, what do I
I'm
do?
doing a lot.
What do I do?
I'm
What do-
doing my
yeah.
part for us to be this. I'm doing my
And
part.
he probably saying if the record was changed, if he was like
Like if they was
15 or
losing,
15.
then yeah, but the fact that they're winning, it's
Don't
easy
change
for him
nothing.
to stay on the, it's work, the way I'm
Yeah.
doing it is working.
It
I'm
ain't
like,
broke,
well,
don't
yeah,
fix it.
Right now,
But there,
you got to do more.
like there's no guarantee Pozinski is your number 2. All right.
All right.
Team's gonna live. With
All
that.
right, I'm just letting you know that he ain't no Murray, he ain't no LeBron, He ain't no Jalen Williams.
Jordan Poole.
Right? He ain't no like he's not as
number two.
powerful as the other number twos is in this league. He's not even an Austin Reeves number 3.
Not even close.
Right? So if your real number 2 is playing like, we'll just let it go, you're gonna have a problem.
Man, that's nasty. That's how you said that shit.
Especially if it's Jimmy Butler.
Like if we give it Miami Jimmy Butler, then okay, Pozinski being number 3, okay, cool. But if Jimmy Butler is playing below him and it's like, I'm gonna give you 7, 8, 9 shots, like, nah, bro, you're gonna have to put in about 18 good ones.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get to the line, you're gonna do
you're gonna do what Steph can't do.
Scoring freezing Steph. So him hanging back like that, which is why he was in hell last night.
That's the perfect game because if you decide
they can't
everybody's on the
if perimeter. If he's aggressive, they can't play Steph.
Everybody in the perimeter because everybody's stuck on the perimeter, literally.
They can't
like they literally stick their best player on Steph. That means you're supposed to fuck them up. So now A-Man's like, hey, switch, I got him.
Yeah.
Now Steph gets the little guy on him.
Now
he get to fuck this
now
little
Dylan Brooks can play you one-on-one. You can. So you can play him one-on-one. Now they can help on Steph. Now you not being aggressive. So it's
Kuminga got to drive and all. Like it's weird over there. I told y'all it's weird.
So we talk about that Rockets game, but I mean, Warriors coming off of 2 impressive games, coming into Staples, beating the Lakers. Bajimski, I think, dropping a 28-piece in that game, beating the Nuggets, who are obviously dealing with their own issues right now. So are we looking too much in this game? The only reason, obviously, is their most recent game, but also just given the magnitude and scope with the Western Conference playoff picture looking the way it looks, you would expect them to have a better showing at home, knowing how important this game is.
No, you're playing a really good team, though. Like, if they lost to fucking Washington, then or they lost to Utah right now, you'd be like, hey, what the fuck y'all doing, bruh? Like, so it's one of them situations. Like, who beat Sacramento? Beat Cleveland the other day? Like what? Like really?
Yeah.
Like y'all lose to them? At home. So it's that kind of a situation. So no, they played a really
Kings fighting for a playoff spot.
But still, you are Cleveland Cavaliers. You're trying to prove to people that you are this team to be reckoned with, and you gearing up for the playoffs. So for Houston, but they're playing a really good basketball team. So Golden State, you lost. Steph didn't have his best game. You said it was a close game for most of the game. So
I wouldn't overreact.
You got something to lay your hat on still. Like you said, you've been playing well. You're 20-3 your last 23. So it's a lot of positives here. So it's not like it's just you went out, you got your doors. Basically, Steph playing that way is the equivalent of you getting your doors blew off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the bones of the team is good. Like what Golden State has is good. It just need to be not even fine-tuned. It's just say, hey, listen, you got to shoot more than.
Yeah, we want to see some more in Jimmy.
Yeah, like Jimmy, you really got to actually be Jimmy.
When Steph is struggling, you have to do this.
Like because Steph moves on his own. Everyone revolves around him. He doesn't revolve around them. Yeah. You're trying to revolve around them. When Draymond Green is doing, you and Draymond can't do the same thing.
But that was my thing. That's what I was saying. Them two on the court, they're the same guy. But good defensively.
Jimmy has to be more aggressive.
Defensively is good, right? Because they balance the whole equation. But offensively, you can't have your star, an all NBA player, saying that the coach has to tell him to do certain shit when you should recognize the game and take over when it's supposed to be taken over. We don't have this energy. I have to bring it. We need more shots offensively. I've only took 3 shots. It's the first half. We're down. I need to get into attack mode. These things are just like, as hoopers, we all know this shit. Like, it's not new. It's literally, Jimmy, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm like 20-3. I think you've.
Yeah, you ain't gotta look at.
I think you fit in enough, Jimmy. Now do your thing.
Do your thing, bro.
That's when you have them old teammates, man. That be like Chucky Atkins. If Chucky Atkins was a team, ain't no way you got 6 shots.
Man, what you doing out there?
What you doing out there?
What the fuck?
I didn't come to see you sit there and pass the ball over
Jimmy,
there. I could do that.
On your team.
Shit, if I was out there doing that, I'd be on the bench.
Shit. Talking loud, too.
Yeah.
During the game. Loud as fuck. Yeah. During the free throw. Damn, Jimmy, what the fuck we doing out here?
It's been like 9 minutes. You got 3 shots. Oh,
bring your ass over here with me, man.
I didn't pay to see this type of Jimmy. You might as well come over here and sit with us. He's like, Your own teammate to be calling you out to be more aggressive.
She to do that shit.
Yeah, like you was a team. Like y'all, listen, we win as a team, but you still got to be an individual. Like when you sitting there knowing that this man is Jimi Hendrix, bucket getting, he has this it in him. Bring it out.
Come on, bro.
All the time.
Man.
Like you know when to defer. Man, you know when to defer when
he got it going.
got hot. When Steph got it hot, you know when to do your thing.
Let me slow it down a little bit.
We don't even know when you have it going in the last.
We don't even know if you're hot.
Like the other day in Memphis, that's the game you take 7 shots.
Yeah.
That's the game you take 7 shots.
Jimmy, 27 in that game.
And he had 20, and he was still balling.
But only 11
That don't even make sense.
Only 11 shot
Took a lot of free throws.
Yeah, I know, but
He was aggressive.
Yeah, but it shows
He was
That
aggressive.
opened up the
Getting to the
game
line.
for
For
Steph.
Steph, yep.
Yeah.
So they playing Steph a certain way, you being aggressive.
Every night.
Every night.
Every night. This is our new formula. Steph, me, I'm going to do this. Steph is going to get his, and we're going to be good. Draymond, you be in the middle. Just
Like I be seeing him drive, and he's right here next to
And
him.
he passed.
Like he'll pump fake drop and be right here to pull up.
Not even looking.
And you a passer.
He's not
Who
even
the fuck you
looking.
passing it to?
Who are you passing?
Is that Moody? No offense, but God damn, Jimmy Butler right here.
Man.
Moody shooting the 3 in the corner. I'm going to take Jimmy Butler for the win every single time. I don't want you to pass it to him and
For the corner
whoever.
three, for the wing
For the
three.
corner three.
No, shoot this 17-footer, dude.
Shit, they ain't 17 foot.
At that point,
5 foot.
2 feet to paint.
Yeah,
Shit, if
2
that was
feet.
Draymond Green, I'd be like, shoot that shit, you right there.
Man,
2 feet in the paint, you pump fake pass that bitch out.
weird.
So Jimmy, 26 games with the Warriors. We know his playoff Jimmy exploits in years past. Do we feel like he'll be able to turn it on?
Yeah,
playoffs,
I mean,
He is who he is.
as much shit as I'm talking, yeah. It seemed like he has it dialed into there's a regular season Jimmy
And then there's
a playoffs.
playoffs.
And, you know, the most time we usually question the regular season Jimmy.
I don't understand that shit, dog.
All I know, that
Just
shit
want
better
to
work
win.
this
He's ready
year.
to win. Shit.
That shit better
He's got to
work.
get to the playoffs.
Yeah,
and
He
then,
ain't gonna hear the end of it
It's
for me.
a weird thing. We,
He ain't gonna hear the end of it for me.
I don't know how
I swear.
not to play like
When you-
game on the line, like shit matter, like every possession. I don't know how to do that.
I just think
has he always been like
Playoff
that?
Jimmy.
Or when the bubble happened, that became like
I mean, in recent years, obviously made the comments he don't really turn it on until after All-Star break. But if you look pre-All-Star break versus post-All-Star break,
same numbers.
very comparable.
It
so.
just looks different in the last 5
No. It's same numbers, but the play is different.
It just looks different, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's still 21,
the
but the
bubble
21
was
look
nuts.
way more impactful.
It's aggressive.
Which is the weird part,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's an aggressive.
That's so.
Yeah, it's how people thought like he went from 21 to motherfucking 28. Like,
No, it's 21.
Still 21.
Same
20,
numbers.
21.
Same numbers. He's just playing a little harder.
A little harder. That's
I don't know
it.
what it is. The same. It's just the. It's like the last 10. He getting the last 10 buckets. He ain't passing the ball. It's something that's happening in the last 5 minutes that separates it.
We watch it and we see it, just like we're complaining right now.
Like, oh,
Get
here
it
come playoff Jimmy.
2 feet in the paint, and he's looking and he's passing, and we're like, is it that easy for you, Jimmy, to the point where you really are deciding
You
when
think
to
he's
cut
just-
it on
think
and off?
He's bored.
He's bored.
Well, shit.
He's bored.
That border one going away very soon.
But you got to win a chip.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, Draymond
Yeah, you
previously
can't just be
said.
bored on no chips. Like, you got to get a chip. Then
Draymond previously said, had Jimmy made the Warriors a championship level ball club.
He was choking my. He was just choking. I got it.
it's warm.
Oh, with the,
You got Lakers on.
the purple and gold
Eating up.
Gills Arena T-shirt
Would have
underneath.
thought y'all won the finals
That's
last
coordinate.
12, 12.
Coordination. The Lukas, the Lakers, one and the same. We asked the chat,
When you
are you
put up
worried
the
about the
team,
Warriors?
go ahead.
62% said they aren't stressed.
night. No.
And Warriors fans seem to be under the impression that they're ready to see these Lakers if they do end up meeting in the playoffs. We will see. But let's talk about a moment happened in the game. Shortly after Steph got his only bucket of the game, at the end of the second quarter, this happened. Cameras caught Steph and Ime Udoka having a little back and forth. You see Draymond pumped up, animated. But right here, Steph's walking
yes,
off.
finally.
Ime Udoka walks into frame. They exchange some words.
He is.
Keep it going.
You don't want these problems, Steph. No. Steph said you don't want these problems, coach.
So after the game, Steph was asked about it, jokingly said that Udoka made a restaurant at International Smoke, Steph's wife's restaurant, and canceled it, which he wasn't happy about. But we're talking about the physicality and the fouling.
International smoke.
It's called very delicious ribs. Macaroni and cheese leaves much to be desired. I have sampled it before.
Leaves much to be
Of course you have,
desired. I'm gonna
Josiah.
start saying that about stuff.
Of course you have.
Okay, if
That I
I'm in the
don't
band, I'm
like.
gonna show support to Steph
Leaves much
Curry
to
and
be desired.
macaroni and cheese. Too many herbs and seasonings on it for my particular taste. But so he said that Udoka made a reservation at International Smoke. Cam said he wasn't happy about that. But Jimmy Butler came to Steph's defense in his post-game interview saying, "I've never seen an individual get fouled more than he gets fouled. To me, I think that's astounding. But it's crazy to say, but he's used to it. It's been happening to him his whole career, and he's found a way through it, around it, under it, whatever you want to call it. That's tough." So Udoka was also asked about the exchange with Steph and the Warriors complaining about foul calls, and he had this to say. He said, "When people start complaining about foul calls or crying about physicality, you've done your job. That's the first step in winning the battle. So I told my team, when this team starts crying about it, up the intensity, up the aggressiveness, and make the refs adjust to you." Do you like Ime Udoka's approach and mentality with the Rockets in terms of their physicality?
It's the way he played basketball, so I wouldn't expect him to coach any other way. You got a bunch of guys, young guys, who he can mold into that. You got a guy already who you added to that, Dylan Brooks, that plays that way already. Doesn't need your assistance in
I was already going to do it.
this way.
That
So
shit anyway.
yeah, no, they become that, man. They taking on the identity of their head coach. And yeah, I'm with it. I'm all for imposing your will on people. And seems that's what they in it to do. And they don't mind fouling to get it done. So when you don't mind fouling to prove a point, then you will prove those. You know what I'm saying? That's shoot as many free throws as you want. But we're not gonna adjust. So I'm with it.
Good, you like Ime Udoka's approach in terms of physicality and getting other teams to complain about foul calls?
Yeah, I mean, that it works. It works in preseason. I mean, in regular season. And I mean, I like the approach where he says, you up it and let the refs adjust to you. Just, understand that playoffs will favor them because, it's a more physical play. You're allowed to get away with a little bit more. But whatever calls Steph don't get here, he will be getting them in the playoffs. So as long as they know how to adjust fast. But, they have a team that actually know how to play defense, right? You're not talking about a group of guys that are just trying to bully. They actually do, all of them know how to play defense. So they're going to be able to adjust fast.
Ime Udoka, Coach of the Year. The Boston Celtics' whole championship swagger was jacked from him. And now we're seeing him rebuild his whole swag again in the West. And I think it should be very appreciated because the grittiness that the Boston Celtics have built has come from his pedigree down in San Antonio. And like I said, as a corner boy, he knows what that grit looks like and what that, that intensity looks like. That face-off with Steph.
Yeah.
Didn't he have one with LeBron?
He did have one with LeBron.
He don't give a fuck about
Told
these
him
dudes,
stop crying.
man. Don't give a fuck about
Mike
y'all.
called him the B word.
What the fuck you think this is, man? And, man, it's a players' league, and ain't no player above no other player. So I like his approach.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
We talked about it last week, but even Ime just changing the culture in Houston so fast. You talk about
Yeah.
what he did with the Celtics, that Celtics
180.
squad going on to win a championship with Missoula. Now coming with this Rocket squad, don't have necessarily that Tatum, Jaylen
Right.
Brown, but you got Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün,
A lot of different
two
pieces.
emerging young stars.
Then you look at that scenario with them two, and you got Missoula and Udoka.
Yeah.
And then you got Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr. Like if Mark Jackson gets another opportunity to ever coach, he could put players in position to look like Klay, Steph, and Draymond as far as that mentality of what you need to do when you're on the floor. So Ime deserves a lot more credit than he's being given.
Yeah.
Lacey, you agree with that? Obviously, Celtics fans saw what Ime did over there.
Yeah.
Had the situation, but got his career back together.
Yeah, and I want to shout out Dylan Brooks because he kind of was in a weird situation when Memphis got rid of him, and people kind of were not high on him because of his over-aggressive play and things. Now you're kind of seeing what's going on in Memphis and how they kind of needed that from him, and now he's on a team where he's embraced more, and the team has taken on that entire personality, but they don't do the most. They just really just lock up and play really hard, and I think that's the environment Dylan Brooks needed, and he's been doing really well. So I'm really happy for Dylan Brooks because the way Memphis got rid of him was not cool.
He's still poking the bear. Obviously, had the situation with the Lakers, did a lot of talking in that playoff series and kind of backed down towards the end of it. I think that was your issue was with him. Keep it consistent.
Yeah, you got to
stay consistent.
that was.
If Memphis didn't get rid of him, shit, he took the money. Shit, he followed the money.
Well, yeah, but they try to make him like a scapegoat.
Yeah, they definitely they made him.
They try to make
No,
it.
they tried it.
No,
they tried it.
He wouldn't make no scapegoat. That's the way he was being him. Ain't nobody make him.
No,
that was the
Memphis
series.
was.
No, the series was.
I hear
he was
all
poking, and then at the end he wouldn't do no interviews and all that stuff.
I hear all that, but he took the money. Goddamn.
Well, yeah, but they still kind of try to pay him weird.
But the Grizzlies did announce they weren't going to re-sign him.
Yeah, they did.
It was weird.
They
They was moving weird.
Like, you know,
That's what
like,
when nobody had no offers. Trust me, they would have signed him.
so we asked
Read
the
that decision now.
we asked the chat how the Rockets are going to fare in the postseason. Gave them 4 options: first round exit, win a playoff series, make the Western Conference Finals, make the finals. 51% of the chat thinks the Rockets will win a playoff series. 42% said first round exit.
Damn.
5% of the chat thinks the Rockets can make the Western Conference Finals. 2% thinks they can make the finals, though 2% likely all in Houston. But shout out to our chat. We are a diverse chat all over the world.
First round exit.
So speaking of fouls and physicality, we also got to talk about a questionable moment involving Draymond Green in the game. Let's take a look at that play. So as Draymond drove to the basket, appears to be in a normal shooting motion, but caught Şengün with an elbow as he drove to the hole. Let's take a look at the replay.
Damn.
But finished it, got the bucket. Green made the shot, but was whistled for an offensive foul. Ooh, one more look. Upon further review, Green was given a flagrant foul on the play. Şengün ended up getting some free throws as a result. Green and Şengün also got into it earlier in the second quarter with Green getting hit with the tech. So you guys have all seen the play. Did Draymond deserve a flagrant foul for that play?
No, that's a defensive foul.
In the restricted
In
area?
the restricted area,
He
he's
didn't go
already.
straight, did he?
Draymond already jumped. You late, dude. That's a defensive foul, man. Like, and that's a reputation call. That's all that is.
Yeah,
That's
that was a
past
bad
history. That's a repeat offender. You're not getting the benefit of the doubt. All of that in one.
call. Yeah.
All right.
You the defender. Draymond do that to you. Do you think that are you hoping it's an offensive foul? If you're the defender?
Yeah.
Because it's an offensive foul, right?
That's not.
You think it is?
That's not offensive foul.
Well, that's what it was called, and eventually upgraded to a flagrant.
Well,
There with
so
your
they called
elbow.
they
No,
called the
go look
offensive-
at it. He already
They called the
Draymond
offensive
catching
foul,
the
but
ball.
they had to make it flagrant
No, he's
because
not
that's the
vertical at
rule.
all.
You hit someone in the face.
No, I'm
He
saying.
don't even
I'm
get a
saying
chance to get
but
vertical.
Just his
But it-
Şengün's face looked like it hit
ankle going
Draymond.
towards the rim.
Yeah.
So how else are you
It's-
supposed to shoot the ball though?
But it's how he shot the ball.
How he going like this at the rim? You pass me the ball, I'm going up.
That's how he used to go. He used to attack the rim the same way.
I'm going up.
Elbows and boom, bump, boom. But if you were big and you stand, he hit you in your
Well, that's
face.
your
He didn't
fault
get a
for
chance to
doing
get
that.
vertical.
I understand, but the way
Hey,
it
play it
looked,
again.
Yeah, can we check it out one more
He
time?
never
please?
got a chance to get vertical. He late. That's a foul, dude. You late. You in the restricted area. Listen, your reaction. You play it again.
Here's a replay.
Look, you in the restricted area for one.
No, we understand this part.
He got the ball.
Now he's late and he's
Look,
up, right. He's about to
boom.
jump right there.
No, he don't. That's your
Like,
fault.
no.
Get your face out
Your
there.
hands, your arms are
He's
down.
leading, yeah, he's leading. The problem he's leading with his face
Yeah, get your face out of
at
there.
the same
So
time.
if I'm asking if y'all are defenders,
You gotta
and
be
you
straight up
and
before you jump.
I'm understanding that, and I'm late coming across, so I'm automatically
Late.
not there.
Yeah.
But if I come across and he hits me in my face, boom, like this.
If he don't
And
jump,
they
he
call,
don't get hit.
but they're not calling it based on him being inside the restriction. It's just it's
If he
a blow
don't-
to the face.
If
It's
he
a blow
don't
to the
jump,
head.
he don't get hit.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Nah, he hit before he leave the ground.
See, like,
Yeah,
It's
that's-
not even off the ground.
Yeah.
Until
like,
after Draymond's
like
off the
that's what I said.
ground.
It looks more like a flop than anything, depending on the angle.
Because
But
he's
he's
about
jumping.
to jump. Look, he's about to jump with Draymond
Yeah.
if he don't get hit right there. He's jumping.
No, that's
The
a,
verticality, you gotta jump
already,
forward.
that's a foul, man.
And
that's
I'm
a
not,
defensive
I ain't
foul.
taking one for the team like that. Sorry.
That's a defensive
That's a
foul.
foul.
Like
Back-
only Draymond getting that call.
Yeah.
and that's because
If you
of,
sell it, I think anybody.
but because of the bullshit that happened between them earlier.
Yeah, that's a
But
defensive
if
foul.
this is a problem where a ref needs to be a player, because if you're saying he led with his elbows, the question then becomes, how would you go up for the layup then?
He's reckless though.
What I'm saying is, how would you go up?
That probably is probably his least record.
How did you?
Draymond
So that's the thing.
He's known for being reckless.
Therefore,
It is.
you got
it's a reputation
That's the
thing.
problem right there.
Think about
Fuck what I've been
Meta
known
World Peace.
Fuck what I've been
If he
known
did
for.
that.
Ref the game.
Think if Meta did that.
I know. I was there.
You would see it as
one of the
that's
players.
Meta being Meta.
I got
still gotta
reputation
look at-
calls as well, right? Some of the calls that they called against me wasn't fucking. Other guys wasn't flagrant one. None of this shit. They just play on or common foul. So I get it. It's unfortunate that he's built this reputation up that you're not getting the benefit of the doubt no matter what the situation is.
Because it looks like you're targeting that. That's what it looks like.
But even when you rewatch it and slow it down, and that's why I said I will ask the ref, all right, what are you looking for? How is he supposed to do this layup? He's coming, someone's jumping. Does he supposed to jump straight up like this? Because your natural reaction is, let's say I bounce it. If I'm bouncing, I'm going like
Going up
this.
to dunk.
So my elbows is automatically up. That's just actually the behavior of you going up. So if he's leading with his face and I'm jumping this way to turn this way, I can say if he came and then he's jumping with this arm.
We know from past experience.
See, that's the problem.
Can't do pass.
See, that's the problem.
Stomping on somebody,
that's the
swinging
problem.
on somebody.
So this is the
We're
same
talking
thing.
about all the things that are
Yeah.
going to bring attention
See,
to
that's the
this
problem.
play being flagrant. If this play looks flagrant at all, and it's you involved in it, we know you tried to do it.
No,
Okay, but look,
you don't know that. You don't know that man intention.
That's what it looks
It
like.
look like, but damn that.
but you-
Perception is the
No, it's not.
Perception is
not reality. No, it's
It
not.
is.
But the refs have the benefit of watching that in
yes.
slow-mo.
But
And
don't
they can
you
change
get
the
to-
perception.
know what I'm
They
saying?
can
Don't
change
listen
the
at it,
perception, right?
But if you go back and listen to it when he explained it, somebody wound up and tried to, no wind up, none of that shit involved. Right? I'm saying
You're watching, so
Yeah,
you're like
this
if
is
this
bogus.
was just, we didn't have a reaction, we don't have a replay.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right? You going off the reaction in real time.
Yeah.
Back when we played.
It looked like
offense,
it looked
every
like an
single
offense
time.
every single time.
Now you get to rewind and look.
That's a
now the question is, what are you looking at now? All the players are saying, well, that's our normal what's in it. It became, you remember when we used to come in and dunk like
I was
this?
about to
And they're
bring it up,
Oh,
right?
you're kicking.
Yeah, that just
Well,
like, how the fuck
do
am
you-
I supposed to jump if
How
I
the
jump
fuck
off
do
one
you
layup?
jump? Like,
But you have
I'm supposed to jump and
look, how you jump for a fucking layup?
jump off
because-
1 foot and jump straight the fuck up.
because
like,
you're not an athlete, you don't know actually how you're supposed to jump. So you're saying to us, you're watching and saying, well, he led with his elbow. Okay, I would have said, hey, here, now you going for a layup. And you're going to do the same motion. Exactly.
But look at what I'm saying is you're right. It's a
Yeah, it's right
it's a
there.
block.
Yeah.
It's a block
Yes, sir.
and one, right?
Yes.
Only because he's inside the restriction.
Absolutely.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah, he's
that's
in the-
that's not
he's
my
in the
argument.
restricted area.
My argument is not the
Well,
restriction area.
well,
It was the
Draymond
fact
called
that
it.
it was an offensive foul because he led with his elbow.
Nah, man. So that's
But it's a
so
natural
listen,
lead.
And we're taught as bigs, man, right? No, but listen, my college coach, listen, chest, chin, rim. Chest, chin, rim. He put his head out there, you take your form and try to knock his goddamn head off. Right? Draymond a big, he played a big, right? That's what it is, man. You try to knock your shit off, you put your head out there.
You see a guy in the restricted area,
Yeah,
almost a freebie. I'm trying to get.
Yes,
Right,
that's
if you're
a
in-
foul.
Yeah, there was no.
You in
we were
restricted
taught
area.
we were taught to make the charge guy pay. If he's gonna take a charge on me, he's never gonna take a charge on me again.
It's like, yeah,
Right?
man.
If you're gonna be a big and you're fouling me hard, I'm gonna
and you lead with your face out here.
I gotta
No.
go get. I get it. I get
I
what
want
you're
you
saying.
to. I want them things to chomp.
But
I
I'm
want you to
saying as
chomp
far as
them
what it looked like,
right?
it looked like a foul.
It's like
It looked like an offensive foul.
like elbows out is like
Yeah,
like I
but
get it.
shouldn't have because
Like
he was in the circle.
Restricted
Like even
area.
even when people say elbows out, go make a layup. Go do a power layup. Bounce it and then someone's jumping. Motherfucker, you see I'm already like this. When you see motherfuckers saying goon dunking, where's his elbows? Right? If somebody jump from the side, you're getting hit.
Facts.
Right? So if you lead with your face, that's the first thing that's gonna get hit.
Absolutely.
Even y'all remember this?
face was
Y'all
right
remember when
there.
they used to do this? Like you shoot and they used to go like this, right? You put your hand under. Y'all notice they don't do that shit no more. Soon as I shoot and you put your hand, I'm Shane Battier.
Ain't bad, yeah.
He hit me.
Yeah.
And fucking poked me in my eye.
Yeah.
Right? Foul. They stopped doing that shit.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Shit didn't work no way.
Yeah, it didn't work no way.
Did it not?
No.
No.
It looks
I
good in
already saw the
theory.
rim.
It looks good in theory.
Yes.
But I just hit my
Dog,
head. You can't touch
late.
my face.
But just imagine, motherfucker already like this, he already saw the rim. Like, it don't matter.
So you
I
could
used
contest to the level of
I
the
used
ball?
to hit
Huh?
motherfuckers in their nose.
And I used to,
yeah, I used to.
I get on the ground, I start rubbing my eye and shit.
I might
Start
hit
making
fuck a
it
nigga in
pink.
his nose. It's like, ugh. They be mad at me. I do all kind of.
I used to do that
saw the rim.
shit. Hey, I used to do that shit, be holding, then be like purposely doing this. Look, pink as shit. Like, come on, man, he hit me. Oh, I got you next time. Here we go. Dumbass.
Need to look for that shit for the
Y'all
rest
be
of the night. Look
feeling-
for that shit for the rest of the game.
Rest of the game.
Do y'all be feeling crazy when you like know you didn't get fouled, but you carry on the
All the
floor
time.
like you did?
All the time.
That shit look.
You feel crazy or you just got
No, I
so
just.
stupid.
When you trick them,
Yeah, well,
No, when you
now-
don't get it.
Well,
When you don't get hit.
yeah, but then you
And you
yeah,
get the
and you're
foul.
on,
And they,
No, you don't get nothing.
and they
you don't
call.
get nothing,
And
but
they go
you
the
on
other
the
way.
ground carrying on, and then
Oh,
they replay
that
it in
one.
slow motion, and you
I call
see
it the
that nothing
LeBron
happened.
James special.
You look
Ah,
crazy.
shit.
You do all that, they replay it. You know you didn't get hit. You know replay exists. Why are you doing all that on the floor?
nah, you gotta get your ass up.
Because they didn't
Like,
have
get up.
look.
it happened before. It's the cherry pick rule.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Fall down and shit.
Hey,
and
we
then go
came
down.
out the
Maybe
game
showed
for
it
that
in
shit.
slow
We had to get up,
motion,
get
all
back
that.
on these. Like we come out the
we-
game for shit like that.
Carrying on
see,
the floor.
we didn't learn that, dog.
Yeah.
Like, where that man
flopping shit.
that man I just played for, listen, man, didn't play that shit. If you went down dead
Get
ass,
up.
if you did this shit,
Your eye better be in your
Your eye-
hand.
you pull your shit
eye
down.
better be in there,
Right
nigga.
here.
I
Like,
swear it
look,
better be
look
in
at it.
there.
Right
That's
here. It ain't
Let
here
me
no
come.
more.
Get me out. Get me out.
Yo.
If it ain't in that, you better keep your ass out there.
I'm telling you, man.
What?
Lou, he would call timeout, man.
You want to play for
Yo, he
Bob
will
Huggins.
burn
You want to
one.
play for him. This is the coach you want
He
to play
would
for.
burn one, right?
I'm telling you.
Looking at my 2 points, I'm already down. I'm still down here faking it.
No.
Just go on in.
No.
I just I done
Hey,
that
when
one
Bob
time.
sub
I
him
done
out,
that one time.
absolutely.
You never gonna look down on the end of that business no more. You will never see the
I got hit with
game
the
again.
He would need to put you in here, look down at you, and be like,
Ball boy,
Damn.
go on ahead.
Then you see that they got.
I've
a
seen
foul,
that look
you
before.
good.
"It's little
Free
shit like,
point.
dog, Gil, the ball going out of bounds underneath our basket or their basket, whatever, and you save that motherfucker, dog, and other team score.
Oh my god.
Oh my God!
That's like
Listen, man.
that's like a basketball sin.
So we had a rule: throw it to the nearest corner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ball going out of bounds.
I
We all
watch
knew.
people save
Just
it
watch
under
us,
the other
dog.
team's
We were
basket.
robots.
No.
That ball going out of bounds, somebody throw it to the near corner. All four of us, we running each other over to get over there. The bigs, the ball shot, we getting listen, we were so programmed to get opposite. The ball
Yeah,
shot from
get
this.
opposite,
No, the bigs, we bowing each other trying to get over
We
there.
don't even know that shit no more. Get opposite.
Dog, I got a lot of my highlights in college, them tip dunks, one hand tip dunks. I'm
You opposite.
Yes.
You went opposite right away.
Yes, they shoot. I'm getting out. I'm boom, hitting you. I'm making room. Ball come over and tip. Like, it was so programmed, but let
It
you
worked.
not get back on defense.
Oh yeah, going for a board.
Man, my eye, my shit.
Shit, man, you better be missing teeth. Some better be bleeding, hanging off, out, something.
That's where we come from, though. We come from that shit, so it's different watching this shit. So
It is a different game, but let's keep this thing moving. Thanks to Mando for sponsoring today's podcast. It's time for spring cleaning. With that comes the time to consider getting rid of your old deodorant. Mando Whole Body Deodorant is an absolute game changer, helping men conquer their odor in a new way. The guys on this couch, minus Lexi, of course, have received the product, and we have all been keeping fresh thanks to Mando. We need one Mando, but that's neither here nor there. Mando is a whole body deodorant that is safe to use anywhere on your body, been clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. Mando Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Use code GIL at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com. Please support Gil's Arena and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
Does it like not work on women?
I think you can use it.
I'm just wondering because you were saying outside of me, like I haven't gotten it, but like if I tried to use it, would it like
It's Mando.
not work?
it says Mando.
But like, would it not work?
Mando.
Well, certain products they have you don't have to put it on, so you don't.
Man.
It's deodorant.
Mando. It's not that deodorant. It's Mando.
Hey, they got certain things that I don't think if you do, then we.
It's a problem.
Leslie, I'm sure you can use
If you
Mando,
use a couple of them products, then we need to talk.
All right, but let's keep this thing moving.
I mean, there's a few. No, I'm just saying
There's a few that you can, but there's a few
Other
that's.
stuff, you don't go out of your way to be like outside of Lexi. So I was just wondering,
Because it's
do women
Mando.
just not
a
use
few,
it?
a few WNBA players.
You can use it if you want.
Enough.
Stop.
Enough.
I'm saying there's
Enough.
Just don't.
A bag is being fumbled. A bag is being fumbled. A bag is being fumbled.
She's right there.
I'm sorry.
Keep it secure. Keep the bag
Not
secure.
right now.
Where's my thing?
Keep the bag secure.
Where's my thing?
Not right now.
So let's keep it. We'll keep it in the West.
What was that deal?
What was that saying again?
Go ahead. Let's keep it in the Western Conference.
Win that award, don't you?
Yeah, you creator, you.
Come on now, let it out.
Sports category.
They fighting. Look.
Say that. She seen where I was going.
I did. You gonna stop it right
Yo, I'm
there.
proud of you for stopping. I'm proud of you for stopping.
Me too.
So
You
after
gotta keep them antennas up. You gotta keep them antennas up. He gonna get you.
So after dropping their game against the Warriors Thursday, Lakers responded with a win over the short-handed Pelicans Friday. And in their first of 2 straight games against the Thunder and OKC Sunday, Lakers made a statement going head up with the league's top-rated defense and likely MVP getting the wire-to-wire win. Let's take a look at some highlights, please.
Oh, let's not.
Lakers' long-range game was in full effect as they tied a franchise record by hitting a season-high 22 threes, going 55% from behind the arc, which is also a season high. Lakers also shot 55% from the field in the game. Luka led the show with 30.7 rebounds and 6 assists, going 11 for 20 from the field, 5 for 11 from deep, scoring 22 of those 30 in the first half as the Lakers led by as much as 29 in the second quarter. It was Luka's second straight 30-point game. He's had 13 30-point games in his 25 games with the Lakers. Austin Reeves had 20 points. LeBron added 19 and 7 dimes. Dorian Finney-Smith, known affectionately in the arena as Black and Miles, and Gabe Shamar Moore-Vincent combined for 26 points, going to combine 8 for 12 from 3. Only 3 Thunder players scored in double figures, led by SGA's 26 points and 9 dimes. Jalen Williams had 16 and 6 boards on 4 of 14 shooting. Chet Holmgren had 10 points. So Lakers tied the season series with the Thunder. Rubber match coming Tuesday. Can you watch these highlights?
For what?
We're going to convert you. This is conversion right here. This is indoctrination.
Yes.
Man, them dudes, listen, I heard Shea had a party, man. Them dudes was out till like 4:30.
Ain't shit to do with OKC.
Yeah, that's why he had a party.
They was at Applebee's.
He had a party. They was up all night. Game didn't mean nothing. We 15 games ahead.
Luka fat as
Playing for pride.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
We 15 games ahead, dog. It don't even
LeBron
matter.
coming to town. We already know.
Yeah, they had a party.
We already know. Lakers. When Lakers come to town, teams get excited.
Young dudes, listen, when they slept in, they're like, it's just another game, man. Y'all, it was way more important to y'all than it was to them.
Well, that's unfortunate, Kane. Thunder trying to win a championship. Every game should be important.
Man,
Did you just say on
they
this couch
15
right here,
games ahead,
you
man.
play like every game
Man, they got
matters?
listen, the season is over in 7 days, 6 days for them, right?
You better not let Josiah try to cook you like
They not
that.
listen.
I don't like that.
Hey,
He
they,
tried to-
I listen.
They not. Hey, listen. They
In my
listen,
good ear.
hey,
Yeah, but they're
it's
too
early
young to be
game. Them
doing
young
that.
dudes. Them dudes. I mean, they went out. They was drinking and
Dehydrated
shit.
as
They're
fuck.
too young
Night.
to be doing that.
Man, they're like, who coming to town? Got the old guy? Yeah,
Oh, the
we'll
Lakers?
let the old guy get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we respect the king, man. We'll let him get one today on this fine Sunday.
They were drinking.
Yeah. Fine Sunday.
Fine Sunday.
Fine wine on a
I
Sunday.
hope
Right?
that ain't the
They was
case.
out. They was drinking.
I hope
man.
Early game Sunday. Lakers coming to town.
They was at
Prime
Dave
time
and
action.
Buster's all night. Dave
Yeah,
and
They
Buster's.
busted.
I would
The whole
understand
team,
that. I would
Dave and
understand that.
Casino and Dave Buster's, man. They was at
Getting it in.
Hooters. They was bar hopping. They went to Hooters.
Oh,
all
yeah.
kind of
with
shit.
The, with
you know
the
what I'm
Sooners
saying?
down
Yeah.
there, Oklahoma
All of-
Sooners.
they was just bar.
on
They went
campus.
they was playing. They was at the casino on the rip, man. They were doing all kind of shit.
They went to Dave and
Oh yeah,
Buster's, then they got their asses busted.
Schedule to end the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're chilling.
It's nasty.
They chilling,
It's
right?
chilling.
yeah,
Actually, all
They got
said that they were.
Lakers, Phoenix, Utah, New Orleans.
they chilling,
They
bro.
chilling.
So
They put y'all in that category with them.
They chilling.
They're chilling.
Yeah.
They
So
put
they're
y'all in the
chilling.
category
With those
with
games
them.
after the Lakers, why not send a statement then chill?
They chilling.
Chilling.
Nah, it don't. Can't nobody catch us. Like I've been there, right?
They not
I'm
finna
smelling
risk
it.
anything playing
I'm
with
saying,
easy.
I've been there. Like we number one out. We already got our spot secured last week. We went down to Miami for a few days early, just shit like that, dog. I don't know if y'all see. I don't know nothing about that being able to rest.
Because when does
Y'all
the
got that
playoffs
big of a lead.
Is
Playing starts, I believe, a week from Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
is Luka fat?
start? What?
PHAT.
Pretty high temperature.
I'm asking.
Pretty high.
PHAT. I don't know.
You ain't. I'm asking from the highlight. You don't see
He's
nothing?
thick. There's a difference.
He said he thick.
Can't refer to a man.
It's thick.
With 2 C's.
Fat
I
and
don't
thick.
know if you can. If you
You can't call him fat, you can call
You
him
refer to a man as thick. I don't know about
I
that.
know about it.
I'm
I'm talking about that one,
What
Joe.
do you think,
I just
Gil?
stick
I'm
with
comfortable.
fat, man.
Yeah,
Austin Reeves.
Chunky.
Hey, from game to
Chubby.
game, though.
They
You look like
real-
thick.
Austin Reeves look real. They look solid.
Austin kind of looks better than Luka right now.
They both look like his body, how he
Just
looks.
the game, the speed, the way he playing. Luka like he's just chilling. He look
Chilling
like
for
he's
30 points.
chilling. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just chilling.
cares?
But Austin looked like he's wiggling out there. He trying to.
He's also
prove
what?
it.
How old is Austin Reeves?
what, 26 right now?
26. Oh, he's
He averaging
older.
about 20.
Yeah, number 1 third option in the league.
Oh, they're the same age.
If his usage rates go up, he turned into all NBA guy.
Austin Reeves. Yeah, he's been very impressive.
Crazy how that
all
combo has
season.
shifted this season.
Yeah.
Apate Limon.
Yeah, I was against that 50 that he got, but now I feel like
Oh, yeah, 45
I remember when I
77.
said that he wasn't better than Bradley Beal, and
now we're looking at him like he didn't
said that?
progress.
you said he was the best third option right now.
And you
I
said
said
who?
I'm still going Bradley Beal.
Why would
but
you say that?
At the time,
At the time,
At the
yeah.
time, it was a while ago.
That was like
When?
2 months ago.
When the trade went down?
No, this was the season already started.
Oh, which season? Last season?
This season.
Oh.
At the time, the argument made sense. It doesn't make
Because
sense.
it was
no more.
18. Because it was 18. It was like-
18, yeah.
We was having a whole conversation.
At the time, it made
There-
sense. Now it don't make sense.
There were some Austin Reeves
blows
deniers
up.
on this
Too off
couch.
for that one.
Like, y'all didn't see the
No, 'cause
Lemon
I-
Daddy
you know,
billboards all through LA.
Disrespecting Bradley Beal because he's in a weird situation he's never been in before. Austin Reeves
There's
has
no
consistently
disrespect.
been a third option. Bradley Beal went from one option to third.
So why is it disrespect when you tell the truth what you see? Why is it
Well,
disrespect?
because some people are. I don't want to
Fuck
disrespect
they
nobody.
feelings.
I don't want to disrespect nobody.
You hear the
You cussed last week,
you
Lexi.
sit on this list.
You
You heard
cussed
tell the
last
truth of what
week.
you see.
Well,
Listen,
now you don't want to hurt no feelings.
long as you say with your eyes, you a hooper, right? Yo, you watch film.
Yeah, but at
Your
the
eyes don't
time,
lie to
they
you.
were talking crazy about Bradley Beal, and I
They
didn't.
was telling the truth.
There was Austin
No,
Reeves
because
deniers
you-
on this couch.
I mean, we're talking about Phoenix in general. Like, that whole team is a mess.
I
But
dig it.
you bring Bradley Beal over for what he did in D.C., and then you ask him to do something completely different. Then you put him on the bench. Then it's like, okay,
You
well,
asked him to do that.
Yeah, we didn't ask you to do nothing different.
be a third option. instead
No,
of
we
a
didn't
number
ask you
one
to be no
option.
third option
You could
either.
have set your ass in D.C. You had a no trade
No
clause.
trade.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to hear that shit.
Facts.
I'm just saying, at the time, it was
But we
like
wouldn't even
either
talk about
or.
it. Man, they ain't gonna make the
But
fuck
now, Austin Reeves
They're talking
got
about a
him.
playoff team.
Austin Reeves may get a no trade clause in his next contract if he keeps playing at this level.
Fact.
He should ask for one just to see what they
See what they say.
Just to see what they
Bro, I got one shit. But Gil, looking at, I know you were watching that game on playback. Shout out to playback.tv/Gilbert Arena. Why are you looking at me like that?
I was just waiting for you to finish. What did you say?
But you gave me a look as if,
Oh, no.
okay, we here. How impressive was this win for the Lakers over the best team in the league?
Y'all know y'all
Bringing
ask
it-
us that every time they win a game.
Over the best team in the league?
No, every time they win.
How
What does
impressive?
this mean? How impressive is this
How's the
win for the
president's
Lakers?
win? How's it
Hey,
every
hey.
fucking time?
Every
Way to call him out on that
Every
shit,
game
man.
y'all
Because
win.
no other team
the
gets
wins
that.
are
No
impressive.
other team gets that.
Every- The
Only the
Rockets got
Lakers get
Thank
that.
you, Lex.
I don't know what to say anymore.
The Rockets got love.
Thank you.
Every time they win, y'all come in here. How impressive was
Hold
it?
on.
How impressive was it? What?
They're
What?
in third place.
Why does it have
They should be winning.
26 point blowout win over the league's top-rated defense,
That
locked
we
in.
now see that
They all drank Huels
Chilling.
before the game.
Damn, Lex.
Now you see the truth, right?
Damn, Lex.
Now you see
SGA
the truth,
said
right?
no
Now you
David
see the-
But lifted the
Y'all
veil.
was on today.
What do you
The
mean?
outfits.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Just this whole thing, it was just in the closet.
I mean, what happened?
No, I just was like,
No, I'm
that's
just.
how impressive was it?
Nah, I just noticed.
Dang.
I just noticed when we lose, when we lose the game,
We don't
right,
talk about
we,
the-
Nobody talks about
No, we suck and we're not gonna get in the first round and all of this.
We can't even say that
And
if we
then
wanted
when
to, because
we
y'all don't
win-
ask us.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna say it.
If you just go across when the Lakers lose to the Golden State Warriors, right? It was they suck. They need to go home. They need to retire. This and that. And as soon as we win, it's like, oh my God, this is just regular season. Everybody done win part and everybody done did this.
They were at Dave and Buster's.
Then why the fuck they on the court? If they was so sleepy, they should have stayed home
No, they
and
were home.
watched from the bench.
They were
They
home.
came in
Yeah.
with fat Luka. How much did Luka? What did that fat nigga have?
30 points.
The fat nigga had how much?
30.
30. So a fat man went out there and had 30 against the best defense. Thick
Luka.
Swole.
He's not swole.
Out of shape.
He's
Smoking
fat.
hookah.
He's
He
fat.
was probably at the party
Yeah, he was
with
at the
them.
party,
He
yeah.
was at the party with them,
Absolutely.
smoking hookah like Shayla. Hey, you know I'm about to give y'all 37.
He left before them.
And there was nothing they can do.
He was gone by 12.
It's weird that a fat man out there giving people business.
Yeah.
Two of them.
Huh? He literally picked on.
Denver won.
Listen,
The
He was
LA won and then
letting
won Denver.
Shake walk right by him.
cool. We're not worried about
Here
that
you
part.
go.
Because
See?
he was rolling.
See? That's the cool. We're not worried about
He's
that
rolling
part.
right by the other people. Like Shay's faster than him. He's the slowest man on the court getting by everybody.
He's not getting by.
Right? This is the best defense.
he's not getting past
Right?
nobody.
Aren't
He's
they
not
the best
getting
defense?
past nobody.
They are the top-rated
This is
defense in
master
Adams.
They are the
Shut up.
top-rated defense, and you let the slowest, out-of-shape man pick apart defenders. I mean, what he did to the Dalmatian, Mr. Michael Jackson, Mr. Black and White, we don't know what he is. He picked on the white side of.
What are we talking about?
Arkansas.
I can start. Yeah. Oh, he picked on his white side. Oh, you can see he was. Bring that whiteness over here. Goddamn, you in that redhead. This must be your mom's
was like,
side because
talk about
we taking over, and that's what he was.
Shout out to
doing,
Flo Hardenstein.
Like I see that man sitting there like. I was like the full Karen came out on him. He didn't stand on his daddy's side for shit.
Please.
That still don't decrease the body fat on Luka. Oh, that shit
I know,
still
he don't-
cool.
hey, listen,
that
I don't know what
nigga still look like a whale to me.
was- hey,
that
he
motherfucker Free Willy out there shooting free throws
he
and
look-
shit.
wasn't he-
I don't want to
he
see
look
Free
thin?
Willy outside of the water, okay?
Didn't he
He's
look
William
thin?
Put
now.
that motherfucker back in the fucking ocean, man.
What is he averaging this year?
Shit.
He's
Like-
William now.
I
Hold on.
want to see a
With the
goddamn
Lakers
whale
and the
out there rolling around on offense and then just sit there on defense. Oh shit, I'm tired.
That's crazy because
Oh fuck.
there's a guy who has 3 MVPs going for his 4th who do the same thing.
No, he don't.
Yes, he
No, he don't.
Yes, he
No, he don't. No, he don't.
He's the worst
And he
defender.
not fat.
He's the
And he not fat.
He got the same body type
plump.
as Luka.
And he
got the same-
not fat.
He's
Pleasantly.
bigger.
He's not fat.
Pleasantly plump.
They twins.
They twins.
Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hey man, all I'm saying is, man, when we lose, we have to listen to it. When we win, I don't want to hear excuses.
I don't deviate.
about regular season.
Listen.
Regular season.
I don't deviate.
Can you are consistent
I'm with my.
in your Lakers slander?
Absolutely.
Been a little tough for you recently.
No, not really.
It's been a little rough. It's been a little rough for you.
Bourbon Joker.
Y'all,
Mine's
Y'all lost to the
mine's
Bulls.
increased a little bit since I've
Y'all lost to
been
the
removed from the
Unfortunate
Yeah,
game.
that was unfortunate circumstances.
Setbacks.
Yeah,
you know,
so,
somebody decided he wanted to turn shit
The
on.
Giller.
You know what? Now I'm mad about that again.
What?
Why are you wearing red and black? I just got a trigger.
Oh, you talking about the Bulls?
Bulls got yes.
Oh,
Got Gilbert.
It's just
And they got 77 on.
see?
That seems a little
Sporting.
intentional, Lexi. Seattle Storm Lexi a little bit different than LA Sparks Lexi. I'm gonna be real, okay?
We like her
LA Sparks
more.
Lexi would have been, let's go Lakers.
Lakers.
How impressive was that win?
But
No.
But now we can't say it's impressive to be
spade.
the top
But I'm
top ranked
like-
defense and
I-
number
I-
one team in
Said
Adam
how
Silver's
impressive
National
was
Basketball
this win,
Association.
Every win.
The MVP,
it's gonna be hard.
26-point
Listen,
blowout.
if our guys are hitting shots, if Gabe is hitting shots and if Black and Mild is hitting shots,
Stop calling him that. Stop calling him that.
well, that's a great ass thing. He should get in the door. They should be paying a motherfucking $1 million. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If I'm him, I'm pulling up the Black and Miles. But look, if Black and Mild and Gabe is hitting shots, they hitting 8 threes, it's hard. It's gonna be hard. Because Luka's finding these motherfuckers, man, out of thin air. I don't know where he's looking at, but
Yeah,
that
the
man's
pass he
gifted,
made.
man.
Behind his
So
head.
this is like the third game in order for I didn't heard you combine them two. So, like,
We're gonna talk about Black and Miles tomorrow morning.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, but you do it all the time.
Bench production.
Yeah, but that's the only two people.
Yeah, no, dead ass.
They're the only
No, yeah, that's the only
They're the only two we need. No,
No, you need more.
Like them the only two people.
They're one human. They're one human.
We only need those two.
Y'all only play
Those two
seven?
are very important for us.
They
Bron's
are.
gonna be Bron. So Bron is gonna do what Bron does. AR is gonna do what AR does. For Luka himself, the floor stays spread if Gabe and what's the name are hitting shots. If
Black
you look
and
at
Miles.
when we lost to Golden State,
Yeah.
who had a bad game?
They were combined 1 for 10.
What's that lineup when them two are in?
Yeah,
They're not in together.
They're not-
I'm like,
yeah,
who's
they're
the
kinda in the-
They're
center?
together.
that's disgusting.
You got Rui, Bron.
They have to be hitting
AR.
threes or they
That's
cannot be
four,
out there.
That's four.
You talking
They're
about
not-
It's like when we're kind of like small, but when Luka's like posting up and doing all that
Jackson
shit,
in there.
if
Is
they're
Jackson
hitting
in the
shots,
game?
Jackson only played
It's gonna be a
13
different game
minutes
in the
last
playoffs,
night.
dog.
small,
Who's the center?
Small with big hearts.
So you know how it's going.
Finney.
Finney's playing. the center?
I mean, so you know how it's going to go,
What?
Gil, in the playoff series, right?
They're gonna be
Make
undersized. They're
them
gonna
put
get
the ball
bullied.
on the floor. It's gonna be let's close out to their body. Make them put the ball on the floor.
So hard.
It's gonna be game planning, dog. You know,
it's
Y'all
when
we're not doubling Luka in the
and AR
post.
can
We're
both
not
get to
doubling
the
Luka in the
free throw line,
post.
though.
we're gonna have to.
Listen, no, we're gonna play big on him as much as we can. We're not doubling him in the post, giving them opportunities for him to find them guys.
But we can't
He
foul,
gonna
though.
he gonna make some of them passes in transition. We're gonna give him those we understand, but we're not doubling him in the post. We're gonna make him play one-on-one basketball.
Where
Make
am I?
every shot tough.
It's like
Make every shot tough.
He's like he's just the. I'm gonna just be honest. Like he is the guard version of Jokic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like you don't want to double Jokic, but then he is a offensive player, right? So
Don't
he's
give
gonna
you
bust your ass
65.
one-on-one.
Yeah, but
If you decide to double him, he's a willing passer,
But-
which makes it actually harder. So if
not-
you don't
That's what I
double,
mean.
if you don't double Luka, Luka's gonna fuck you up.
No.
But I think Nicola's a better passer. Nicola is.
Luka's not going to beat you by himself. You get listen. This is the tactic that you have to
don't
use against Luka.
You take bad shots.
You take bad shots, and it's taken away from the team momentum
Yeah, he
for
take
them to
bad
collect points on the opposite side of him. So he's going to take majority of the possessions, the time, all that shit, just to get what 40? Just to get 40? That ain't enough. You need 80. Where's the other 40
Let me ask
coming
you
from?
Bron is still gonna give you 26.
Let me ask you this.
And how much we average a game though? As a team, we average 100. So you're giving me 40.
The Knicks is only averaging 100.
No, I'm saying the Lakers.
Oh no, you said we.
But we're speaking on.
We just,
Oh,
scenario.
I'm
Just a
checking.
scenario.
So you jumped, you came back.
No.
You came back home.
I'm just saying, like,
John came back home.
y'all don't got enough
The
points.
current team.
You don't got enough points.
Lakers averaging 113 points per game this season.
Dang,
Neither
you
here
got
nor
enough
there.
points. We gonna let Luka do whatever he
Y'all won't
want,
average
one
that
on
in the
one.
playoff series.
You ain't got it. Y'all ain't got enough on.
Y'all
the
won't
side.
average 113 in the playoff series.
No way. No way.
No,
Not if we taking, we cutting one of them waters.
115,
One of them. We gotta
115
cut
with
one of these
Luka.
waters.
Because three of them play.
Y'all
The
not-
best
y'all
thing about
don't
us,
average.
3 of them play ISO basketball.
Yep.
So 3 of them can just take over themselves.
Two of them can take over.
Who?
No, Austin can take over.
Bron not gonna take over. on
No,
a
but you still
one-on-one
gonna
scenario.
pay
He'll
attention to the
facilitate.
ball.
Yeah, he'll facilitate.
I'm just saying, if he decides to drive, you're gonna take care of it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want him playing bully
yeah,
basketball.
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. So, but that's if the matchups are different too.
Yeah, I just think it's a different ball game in the playoffs. It's gonna be schemed. They're gonna be looking at those stats
Yep.
that you keep throwing out there.
Well, you just asked,
Finney
though.
Smith. No, I'm saying when Black and Mal and
Thank you.
Vincent
That is-
plays well, they're gonna put them stats out there. Listen, we need these
Yeah,
guys shoot
stop
this from
this.
3 when these guys on. So it's gonna be points. And it's not saying that they can't get it done.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be points of emphasis on the scouting report when it
stop
comes
that.
to playoff series.
Yep.
It's gonna be points of emphasis. So
These two guys can't get off.
Because
we're gonna
they
force.
only took
We're gonna
threes.
make the ball
Both of them.
find.
Both of
his
them
guy.
only took three?
Their job
There
is
it
to take
is.
3.
Both of
Only took
them.
threes.
They only took
Yeah, their
threes.
job is just wide
They
open.
made
But
them,
they're
but
wide
they were
open
only
though.
threes.
Put the ball on the floor. We're gonna close out
Yeah,
to their
close
body.
out, yep.
Close out their body. Make them put the ball on the floor. Make them playmakers is what
Yep.
Yeah.
the intentions will be. If I'm
Run them off the
game
line.
planning.
Run them off the line. run
Yeah,
them off
but
the-
these I don't know who's going to be game planning, so it ain't. That's just the way I would do it.
Yeah. So we talk about Luka and
see what
Joker.
y'all, so.
Talk about Luka and Joker, their ability to pass the ball. Let's take a look at that pass that Luka had. Gil, I know you were going crazy after you saw it. We have isolated that video
A
clip.
few of them throughout this.
Let's just take a look. Ooh. Ooh.
Like, what?
Shamar Moore coming through the door. One more time, Harkenstein.
Finney with the pass.
Ooh. That's teamwork.
Great
Them two
pass.
playing together, man.
That's teamwork. Makes the dream
That
work.
was the play.
Yeah, it
Looks
looked
like
it
that.
was
It
a play.
I don't know.
It looked
'Cause he's
like it was
screening
a
it.
play.
No,
Why
but
was he
what I'm
just stuck to the screen?
No, that's what I said. The screen was
What
like
was that?
if Luka
Play that
didn't
again.
drive, he had to pass.
Play that again.
Watch.
Can we watch that one
What
more
is
time?
that?
Please, Paolo.
Stop it from the beginning.
Stop.
Not
No,
that-
go back, go back. What is
The other
he
angle.
doing?
The other
Who's
angle.
guarding?
Play it, and then
What is he
Other angle.
doing?
Play this one.
Play this one, then show the replay if you could, Paolo, please, in slow mo.
Who's guarding who?
Yeah, that's a play.
This is
That was
weird.
a
That's a
play.
play, right?
That's out of
Is they
right
playing the
here.
zone?
See the
Are they in
like-
zone?
No. So you can make that pass right now.
Yeah, he could.
But
Yeah.
why Shea's guarding the ball?
Somebody
Harkenstein-
is not guarding anybody.
Harkenstein is like,
Not
I don't know
guarding
what
anybody.
he's doing, but why is Gabe
Was this in
Vincent-
transition?
Shit. Huh?
Was this in transition?
Might be out of a time.
It's pick and roll.
It looked like an out of the timeout.
Why
play.
is yeah?
5:58.
And Feeney is he's literally
He's
screening,
screening
for this
him.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a play for sure.
It had to be.
Yeah.
Trust his
It
teammates.
was basically a screen.
Well, when he started driving, he probably saw him.
I would have said
stuck,
it was a
and he
zone,
wanted
but
to be
it's not.
stopped.
But he already
Because Luka
screened.
see him right here.
He
He's
screened
seeing
his
him.
man.
Yeah, he wanted to
So
make it
Finney
sexy.
already screened a
Yeah.
man.
But you can see
just
that
wanted to
it
defend.
feels
He wanted
like
to
it
make
was
it
a play.
sexy.
That's it. He could have passed it right here.
Yeah, but he was like, "Oh, I see
Could have hit him
him."
with, he could have passed it.
He wanted to make it sexy.
Don't make it look sexy.
Boop.
It's hell of a pass.
So,
Like Luka has the ability to make you react.
He
Like,
knew
you
he
don't
was
know if
gonna
he's
pass it
passing
like
or
that
shooting.
after he crossed the free throw line. He knew that he was about to
Yeah.
make that pass.
court vision.
Yeah.
So Luka averaging 28, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 44, 36, 79 shooting splits. Talk about the Lakers bench being a cause for concern throughout the season. But like we talked about, Dorian Finney-Smith, Gabe Vincent have given reason for optimism. Obviously, playoffs is going to be different, Kenyon, like you said. But Lakers' last 3 wins, Black and Miles and Shamar Moore have shot a combined 27 for 49 from 3. But in the loss to the Warriors on Thursday, which we will acknowledge as well, Warriors came in, did what they needed to do. They were 1 for 10.
The games y'all need to worry about.
So how important will Black and Mild and Gabe, Shamar Moore, Vincent be
Very.
to the Lakers' postseason success?
It's very important.
Feels like they're the X factors. You know, Reeves, LeBron, and Luka are going to give you what they're going to give you.
Rui.
Rui got to get back right.
But if those two guys are hitting shots, it's really hard to just hone in on the defensive side. Between the two of them, as long as they can make about 5 to 7 threes combined,
See,
we
that's-
good.
Y'all banking on that every game, though. So that's the thing. Y'all need that in order to see that's
For everyone to play one-on-one.
y'all need them to make shots, right? In order to have a chance in these games that we speak of.
No,
When
not
they
a
don't.
chance. Just a blowout.
But when they don't, y'all lose. When they go 1 for 10, y'all lose.
Yeah. That's what people need. They need them to go 1 for 10 for us to lose.
Yeah, y'all need that, but y'all need them to shoot the ball.
To win by 20.
No, to win, period.
By 20.
26.
To win, period.
No. If they
That's
shoot
the only
their
blowout
threes, we
y'all
win by
had.
20.
That's
But
the
our
blowout y'all had.
3 guys are averaging 90 points.
That's the only blowout y'all had. That ain't enough.
No. We blew out Denver.
And y'all-
We beat them the fuck up.
So y'all 3 guys averaging 90 and y'all only average 115?
Yeah.
130?
That's crazy.
Yo, don't say that out loud again, bro. That's weird.
That's crazy.
Say it again.
My math worked well.
Bronny also
Wow.
had 3 in the game.
I'm not a math.
Warriors-
Rodgers
One
sure
third,
did.
113
100%
and
of the
3
field.
They
guys
average
190.
113. Since Luka been there, they average 115.
no way you win
But overall,
anything
they average
in the playoffs.
113.
Warriors?
Y'all averaging 90 between 3
Yeah.
and that. Yeah.
Yeah, we could take one of
Nasty
them out
work.
and it's a wrap.
Nasty work. Because
That's a nice jacket, Gil. I just
know.
want to point that out.
I got some old school ones too.
and Gabe,
Nice
he can
shoes.
get his own shot.
Oh, you
don't
know
know
about these? You didn't get these? They dropped only in LA.
Have you ever?
I love LA.
I love LA. I was with the Wizards. These are my
With the Wizards
You ever-
and dropped
this was
I
the ones
love
that
LA
came-
Lakers.
You
These
ever
ones that
seen the
came in LA.
movie The Meg?
With the shark?
The
Yeah.
Meg? You seen it?
That's us.
The
Megalodon.
Megalodon.
We're part 2.
Part 2.
Meg,
Yeah.
too.
We're Megalodon 2.
Yo, we're on part 2 now. Okay.
Oh, you didn't see part 2? Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a part 2.
Yeah. I seen the part 2. There's more than one. There's more than
They
one.
thought they had the real Megalodon, but there was another one just chilling. That's us.
Just in the water.
Just hanging in the water.
Just in the water. Just in there. He's in there.
Regardless of whether you love or hate the Lakers, they're currently the 3rd seed, 48-30, have a 1.5 game lead over the Nuggets. 4 games remaining in the regular season. Tuesday night rematch with the Thunder. Back-to-back Wednesday night against the Mavs in Dallas.
Yeah, we're going to lose that Thunder game.
So I'm back-to-back Wednesday against the
think?
Mavs in Dallas. Rockets at home Friday. Finish the season on the road in Portland versus the Blazers Sunday. Need 2 wins to guarantee that they get the 3rd spot or less, depending on how teams behind them perform. But they own the tiebreakers with the 4 teams currently behind them: Nuggets, Warriors, Clippers, and
We
Grizzlies.
just need 2 wins.
2 wins for sure, but if one of them start tricking
y'all
off.
fuck around.
But how should the Lakers approach their remaining schedule? Because I would say that just schedule an L for this Thunder game Tuesday.
This is schedule L, and then
No Dave and Buster for them.
the Dallas
Coming
game might
into
be
Tuesday.
scheduled L2 because this is just gonna be a Luka show. No, this is a Luka come
Is it
back
in
home.
This is a Luka
Oh,
AD.
in Dallas?
Do you, sir?
Is this his first game back in
Yeah.
Dallas?
Thank you, Nico.
He ain't
You,
gonna
Nico.
play.
Who?
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh,
What if he
Real
play?
quick.
yeah. Who ain't playing? Oh no.
Wait, what if he didn't
Oh,
play? That
man.
would be crazy.
Man,
You know how mad the Dallas fans would be?
I hope they wear the Mamba Blacks too. I hope they wear the Mamba Black jerseys.
Part of me wants to
Don't
see
put that
what
on
the
the Mamba,
response
man.
would be
If he didn't
they decided not to play that game.
I would be hurt.
You would?
Oh, I'd be hurt.
Like as a Laker fan or as a
Yeah, I'd
Mavs
be.
fan?
No, as a what they did to you.
Luka would have been like, y'all don't deserve this
What
show.
they
Y'all
did
can
to
wait
you,
till
Luka,
next year.
No, what they did to you, Luka, was not right.
If I'm Luka, y'all can come see me.
You got to
next
be the
season.
Punisher. They left you for dead.
Shoot it every time.
You got to kill everybody.
So do you rest Luka Tuesday against the Thunder? Just to send them.
I
You
rest
rest
him.
Tuesday?
LeBron play.
I rest him in
Do
Dallas,
you?
bro.
Luka sits. Luka
him in
plays
Dallas.
Wednesday. LeBron sit your ass home.
So
You don't even come on this road.
So he's not playing.
Oh no,
I'm
no, I don't
resting
need none of
Luka
that.
in
If you're
Dallas.
gonna play Bron, get your 10, whatever that is, and then everything else is just Luka.
Well,
That bitch better look like
Bro,
motherfucker when David Robinson was going for that
man.
71. That's what it better look like. Everybody's supposed to be passing.
He either
Only
has
one man
to-
the ball.
He's either not playing or you got to
he
go
should
for
shoot
like
it every
100.
Every time.
he shoot to be like 50 times.
Every time.
Either you sit or you
Or shoot it every
go
time. It's
for-
one of the two.
If I-
You're not in there
It's
to
one
win
of the
that.
two.
Y'all don't win team back. No,
fuck
you
all
either
that.
sit.
Go put
or
on the
you-
show.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
J Kid, use the player first for a coach. Player first. Understand what this feels like.
It'll be double teaming.
Yeah,
and
don't
shit.
be
Right,
out there
don't
double
be no
teaming.
trap,
No,
don't
let them
do
let them
nothing.
players stand on their own like some real men. Don't be helping Nico out over there doubling his shit.
Double his ass
No,
off the
don't
bus.
double his ass. No.
As soon as
play-
he get off the bus,
Oh, this game is gonna be so interesting.
And Jason Kidd gonna be trying to figure out how we take down Moby Dick. This how we gonna do it this time. You bring the rope over here, man. You hold on, and we gonna try to bring this motherfucker in. It's a big whale, man. You gonna have to figure it out, Dallas. That motherfucker don't be moving much.
But do you schedule Elf Thunder? I mean, I'm saying you're probably not gonna beat the Thunder.
We need
twice.
2 wins for the third.
We got 4 games left. You need 2 wins. You got the Blazers. Last game of the season feels like a trap game too.
don't
Blazers
wanna wait
could be
till
a
that
spoiler.
Nah, man,
You got Rockets
you
coming
don't want
back.
to wait till the last game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you gotta wait till last game.
What, to get the two, to guarantee third? Because you don't want to have that 4-5
So what was
matchup
it?
with that other
Is
team
New
sitting there
Orleans?
in Denver, nigga.
It all
That
depends.
y'all
Last
don't
game?
want. I guarantee
No,
that shit.
They
Blazers
need to get the
Portland.
2 wins now, and
Hey,
they need to get them now.
I guarantee
they
that
need
shit.
two?
Y'all don't
They
want to
just need
fuck
two
around
to
and get
guarantee
shit
third
We're
in.
not
place.
worrying about Denver. I can
Okay.
forget.
So what 2
okay.
games y'all think y'all gonna get?
They need to get these 2 first ones.
First 2?
They
I'm
should,
telling you.
Even though it's a schedule L in their minds,
Hey,
they
I'm
need
just
to
asking, should
knock
it be,
them out the
or
way.
should they just try to dispose of the Thunder as they've
Hey,
proven
what
to
the
be?
people say,
No
fuck
real
around,
issue.
find out.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave nothing to chance.
So they fighting for a second?
Third.
So third, if they win 2, they wrap up third because they own all the
If they
tiebreakers.
don't, they go what?
The other issue is
Play in.
No,
ain't
we go to
ties?
4 because that means Denver would have went to third or to third.
One.
So only us and Denver can go from 3 to 4. Denver's not going to 5.
Or do you
But you
wait
said
and
they have
see
all the
and see
tiebreakers,
what that
right?
matchup's
Denver's
gonna
not
look
going to
like?
5. So they're either going
That shit all
to.
that
They lost.
Is it going to
What's
Wait,
safer
Lakers
for
have
y'all?
all
That's what's
the
going to. The question is what's
tiebreakers,
safer
though.
for y'all?
Actually, don't even matter now.
Nothing's safe for them.
It don't
Nothing's
matter.
safe for y'all.
It don't matter because
Also, the
second
Clippers
round,
in the mix, too.
Second round, we'll be playing a young team.
Either way.
Either way,
Houston or
Y'all
we're going to be playing a team that
who?
don't have the
Oh,
refs
okay.
advantage.
Why you saying second round?
He's
Why you
saying if
bring
they
this
get-
to the fucking conversation?
Because that's the round you advance to after you defeat whoever's put in front of you.
You got to
in the
get
first
off the one. Start at 1. Y'all got to get to
you
4
got to
wins.
get out the first round.
Us and Denver not worrying about the first round.
Who?
Us and Denver. Because Denver's going to be 3 or 4. They're not going to 5. So it's going to be us 3 or 4 in our first round matchup.
It's
3-6.
Golden State.
Easy work.
Golden State
3-6.
3-6. If y'all
3-6, we're not worrying about no Golden State Warriors.
Y'all not?
No.
Okay.
We'd like
That's
a tougher
probably the
opponent.
stronger matchup
Y'all
for y'all.
better.
We'd prefer a
Yeah.
tougher opponent.
Y'all
than
better.
the Warriors.
But who is the other opponent
4 or 5
that you would
Clippers.
get?
4 or 5 would be Clippers.
Clipper, I mean,
4 or
it's-
5 is
Clippers,
Clippers.
Denver.
Clippers or Warriors?
So,
I'm the Lakers, I wanna
us
play
and
the
Golden
Clippers.
State is going to be playing Clippers or Warriors. Either
I'm
one of those.
If I'm y'all, I want to play the Clippers.
And
I
then
don't
we play
really.
Denver. I mean, then we
Really?
play.
I kind of don't want to play the Clippers either.
I kind of don't. They're
I don't-
fighting right now. They're
I don't wanna play the
fighting.
Yeah.
They're
I'd rather play Golden State. I don't want
Yeah,
to
you
play
play
Denver.
it, yeah.
I don't play Golden State. Because Clippers, with Golden State, they don't get to the free throw line.
They don't have no bigs.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 27-5. They're gonna complain the whole series just like they normally do.
Y'all don't-
So
y'all
I don't want to
play that
play
way.
James Harden
I
and
don't know.
and Norm Powell, too.
Y'all don't play physical.
no, but LeBron James,
They're not fouling y'all
LeBron
like
James
that.
and Luka
Don't make a
and
jump shot.
Austin Reeves, they get
They gonna
free
get
throws.
fouls.
They know how to get
They
fouled.
get fouled.
Talking about the playoffs. It's regular season.
They get fouled in the playoffs.
Play on.
They're foul baiters.
Play on.
Braun
definitely
and
foul
Luka
players.
definitely
Play on.
will get free throws.
In comparison to that team, though,
Play
they
on.
got an advantage.
They don't. Yes.
They got an advantage.
And when it comes to free throw, it's going to be a 27. It's going to be the 27-12.
Got
It's going to
Golden
be a
State-
big 15.
Golden State in 6.
Okay.
Y'all play.
Not Steph by herself.
I don't know.
Not against them three
what
niggas.
you
We
Steph by
gotta see what
herself?
Jimmy. We need playoff Jimmy.
No way.
He's
No way.
Golden
No
State
way.
6.
He's James Butler now.
So it's going to be second round. We'll be playing
Man, you can't-
Houston,
Boy,
young Houston or young OKC.
Y'all don't wanna
So
see
we're
either
facing
one.
Denver in the Western Conference Finals. That's-
worst case scenario, y'all better win 2 games.
Y'all better win because y'all don't want to see Denver from round 1.
Y'all better get 2
We
games.
can't see Denver round 1.
4 or 5, right?
We
They
can't.
drop?
No,
They can't
Denver,
drop.
If we're down, Denver goes to third, so we'll be 4.
Oh, so y'all will never get.
It's
to
just, it's just
4 or
us
5.
swapping, so we won't play them first round.
we're-
But we're not worrying about Denver Nuggets.
Anything
Yeah.
is possible in Adam
Right.
Silver's NBA.
Trust me.
Expect some chicanery and
Y'all fuck
shenanigans
around, lose out.
in this final
Right.
week.
We lose out, we're in 4th.
Y'all lose all the rest of y'all games, y'all not gonna stand for it.
Yeah, because they have all the tiebreakers, right? Is that
We got all
what you said?
tiebreakers.
But
Other teams still playing games.
but some of those
Oh, yeah,
teams
but they
play
still-
each other.
yeah, if they win.
So the worst we can get to is 5.
Damn.
This is crazy.
It is.
5, which means Denver's
the
at
East,
3.
they all chilling. They all
And then
in their
Clippers is
spots.
at 4.
Or
Which
Denver,
is all-
or
which is all-
Denver try to lose and play 4. Y'all get to 5. They got 4. They got home
Then
court.
Clippers jump to 3.
3, yeah, that's fine.
I don't think they can jump to 3.
Well, shout out to former Mind the Game podcast host JJ Redick for transitioning into coaching, leading this Lakers squad to the current 3rd seed. But we talked about Denver. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on that side. Nikola Jokic been making a strong case to win his 4th MVP this season, putting up some monster games as of late, despite the Nuggets' struggles as a team. Joker made some more history on Sunday, but once again, it wasn't enough to get the Nuggets a win. Let's take a look at some of the highlights, if you don't mind. Joker finished with 41 points, 15 rebounds, and 13
Wow.
assists. He was 18 of 33 from the field, but just 3 for 11 from deep. Jokic leading 32nd triple-double this season, 7th career 40-point triple-double, which ties Wilt Chamberlain for the most in NBA history by a center. Jamal Murray missed his 5th straight game with a strained right hamstring. Christian Brown tried to pick up the slack, finishing with 30 points and 8 boards. Michael Porter Jr. had 15 points and 6 boards, but Aaron Gordon struggled, finishing with just 5 points on 5 shot attempts in 34 minutes of action. Russell Westbrook, big off the bench, contributing 16 points, 5 boards, and 4 assists on 6 of 10 shooting. Pacers had 6 players scoring double figures, led by Miles Turner, had 24 points and 3 blocks. Obi Toppin had 22 points, shot 50% from the field. Andrew Nebhart added 19 points and 6 assists. And Tyrese Halliburton, 9 points and 14 dimes in the game as well. Hallie needs some more love, too, for what he's doing. His assist-to-turnover ratio is absurd since the All-Star break. But the Nuggets lost their 4th straight game, currently holding down the 4th spot, but just a half-game lead over the 4 teams directly below them. Kenyon, you've been very impressed with Joker season, what he's doing. Top 2, 3 in a bevy of statistical categories, but is Joker's dominant season getting overshadowed by the Nugget struggles?
No, he's getting overshadowed by the media's bias for Shea being MVP.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's being overshadowed by.
You feel there's a media bias right now
Absolutely.
Which is so weird.
for Shea
Absolutely.
Gilgeous-Alexander?
Yes.
It
Weird.
is weird. They're like biasing. They did that.
Yeah.
They should have won last year. So
We
they're
agree.
trying to like undo what they did.
Yeah. So
It tends to happen.
Now,
How can
now
they
it's this
undo-
media push to to do that because those are the people that vote.
They messed it up last year.
Yeah, no,
Don't
they
mess
trying
it
to-
up again.
They didn't mess it up last
Yes,
year.
Shea should have won last year.
No, he shouldn't.
Yes, he should have.
Why he not gonna win this year? Because there's a
probably
dude
not.
better than him.
That makes me
There's
sad.
a dude better than you. He's better. What are we watching?
I'm with you, but they messed up last year.
It's a culture.
I also think they messed up when they gave it to Embiid. But
You should have got the year before.
who?
Joel Embiid should have got it the year before he got it.
Yeah, they're like a year
but
late.
You're behind. That's what it looks like. It's like whatever they fuck up, they recorrect it in the next.
And then they mess up the next person, and they mess.
I just think that they
Because
wait
then
for
Giannis
somebody
get
to
back-
play good enough to challenge this
back
dude.
to back again. Should have won the third.
Yeah, that's what I'm. So
Yeah, so
But
they do talking to themselves because y'all are the ones that are voting.
they don't watch
You're not
enough
voting.
because they don't
Y'all are
watch
voting.
enough basketball. They're not watching every game. They mind is made up. They tune in every morning. They listen to Stephen A. What Stephen A. has to say, and whatever who's hot, they gonna go with that take. And if Kendrick Perkins said, they gonna listen to him. And they watching NBA. They watching ESPN pregame and the TNT pregame, and whoever they praise, and that's who the fuck they gonna vote for. That's just what it is. They're not watching enough of these games
not.
to have an honest opinion about who's the MVP. They just not.
They're also watching Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop.
But we don't get a vote though. So
That's what I'm saying. Who
unfortunately,
cares what we fucking?
we don't get a vote. If we did get a vote, we'll get it right, but we don't get a vote. So we talking about the people that get these
Yeah, they
votes,
like talking in
who they're
circles.
listening to.
Why don't we get a vote? Can we
Right.
get one communal Gil's Arena vote?
People that
There's
get
a
these
lot of
votes,
people who
these are
vote
peop-
and that should not
These
be
are people
voting
who they paying attention to. These journalists that ain't picked up a basketball, ain't did these things, and they only watching. It's regional bias is what it is, because you're only watching the team that's in your region when you're up. Because you're not watching Denver Nuggets basketball game because they coming on at a later time if you're on the East Coast. So you only
Just
going to
catching
vote.
highlights.
You're catching highlights. You're looking at the stats. You're doing exactly what most people do, looking up the box scores of each team, seeing what numbers he had, this, that, and the third. Then you watch and see who these guys are going to talk about, who they hyping up for Defensive Player of the Year, for MVP, for Most Improved, for all these categories. And then you like, oh shit, well, maybe I should vote for this guy because everybody else is doing it.
But then you had an argument. You see who having the argument. You're like, well, this one guy over here is the only guy talking about this. So why would I be on his? It's always the group thing. It's literally like he's saying Shea, all the outlets. Why he ain't winning? And we looking at the dude that's top 3 in 4 different categories.
He's at a 60-point.
Top 3 in steals, 7 foot. You top 3 in 3-point field goal
Like I said, they're like gaslighting everyone
For
into thinking
58,
y'all
42,
vote. This is
80.
y'all.
He's averaging
A big bump
11
service.
assists a game as a
Like-
center.
I really feel like as spectators, like we get gaslit by the media,
100%.
as if y'all are the ones making these
And that's
narratives
why
and
we
votes.
only watch Gil's Arena presented by
know
What are
they
y'all
should
talking
do-
about? Why is it this? Why? What do you mean this is what y'all are doing? Y'all did it.
Exactly.
They should have rounds of voting. Like
Yes, cut
Like-
this down.
there's only about a week left in games. Right now, it should actually be only 2 players being voted for. All you guys
None of
sitting
the
there with
votes
Yeah, you
these
don't get
votes,
those
Yeah.
and y'all
random-ass
sitting there with
random
these
votes.
stupid ass
Yeah.
vote, like I'm voting for this person. He's not even in the
Not
category.
in the category.
Right?
You know,
So there
Giannis
should have been
gonna
a
get a
cutoff.
couple first-round votes.
Yeah.
Giannis
For
is.
sure.
Giannis-
But that's the
And,
problem.
but
Tatum,
do you
I'm gonna get
disagree
1
with
or
that
2.
though?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
have
saying.
to. That's what he's
You have
saying. He's
to.
saying
Right now,
you have
right now,
to.
he has no chance. to win,
Nobody.
right? Why the fuck is he on the ballot?
Don't give him no votes.
I understand that, but
That's
No,
100%.
if you watch
That's
what
right.
Giannis is doing,
But
Jason
what I-
Tatum
but
shouldn't
what I'm
steal no
saying
votes
is,
or none of
they're
that.
It's a week left. That means there's only right now, whatever the top 5 should have been, it should have been the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
Right? Once you get the top 5 down, then there should be another round. Right now, going to the last week, it should be only 2 people you can vote for, and you can't vote for these 2 until the end of the last game. That means you stupid motherfuckers that's going to be voting for your
Random
favorite player in
yeah.
your city that shouldn't even get a vote. You're wasting a vote being stupid. So if there's 100 in you, that means all 100 in you got 2 people to vote
picks.
for.
Absolutely.
So
They
we
should
can.
all
So
vote
those
for
5
It come
votes
out
or
50.
those 5 Giannis votes, those 3 Jason Tatum votes, they can go to the right person.
And that shit might come out 50-50.
It might come out 50-50.
Shit might come out 50.
Fact.
And when it comes out 50-50,
Cole and
motherfucker Cole. I don't want to see, let's do it again. Don't convince me off my shit.
No.
50-50.
Yeah,
Because right now, if I had a vote, I don't know.
Yeah, that's like the Wooden
Don't give me
Award.
the pen. I don't know.
So with the Wooden Award, they send like
That's what people do. I don't
it's a
know.
bunch of people on the
Giannis.
list. Then they break that shit down. It's only certain people that you can vote for.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Just what the fuck it is. Like,
Because I know Steve right now voting for Brunson. Steve, he don't give a fuck about
He look solid in his game back.
There you go, Brunson, Josiah. LeBron. LeBron gonna be on the list.
I shifted to Luka.
Jason Tatum gonna be on the list. He motherfucker go vote for Nick.
No, I'm voting for myself.
Brunson needs 3 more games to qualify. Luka will not qualify.
I'm gonna vote for me, goddammit.
Rashad.
Right in, guys.
If you write yourself
name in the
Larry,
Larry.
motherfucker.
But that's what I said. It should be right now. It should be just 2 people on that ballot, man. 100 votes.
Yeah, because
These
they
are the only 2
be
people you can vote
wasting
for.
votes.
Just wasting. Like
Wasting
when you be
votes.
seeing the votes, you be like,
Why does this
Yo,
person
Jones,
have
why you
one
still gotta
first place
vote?
That's a
vote?
good. Hey, they should make that change,
so
man.
just hear me out, right? And it's some people forget to vote.
Facts.
Right, that shit sitting in your email. You're like, oh shit, I missed the cutoff date. You got some other shit going on. You forgot to send your shit in.
They got to be booted. They can't never vote
it's like,
again.
it's just shit like that because human error happens.
Facts.
and the problem is, it's not even they don't even have a discussion.
Yeah.
They don't even have a
they
discussion.
just
Like
have
you
like a
vote,
Zoom- a Zoom
you
call?
just vote and then you just put it in and just be like, because there'll be something like, hey man, why you vote for him?
Yeah.
What is the who? Like, why you voting for him?
Like jury.
like
jury duty.
Yeah,
You know,
Like
the
jury
word only
duty.
come out. I voted for
Right
if the
out
person they
of my
voted for.
fucking
Yeah.
won.
Yeah.
They only come out and say who they voted for if their person.
So the thing is, so you can go in the room and have somebody's life in your motherfucking hands in jury duty, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they ain't gonna put you in the room together to vote for who the best basketball player is. It's like the fuck is
Facts, man. They should definitely
Right.
do it.
They need to redo
Dead.
And then everybody like,
Whoa.
oh, who you voted for who? Everybody looking like,
give us your point.
hey, come on, man. Why you pick him? I like him, man. I like his game, man.
Which you can like who you
he gave
like.
me
but-
he gave me my interview all like
Yeah, that
and
part.
you
I
can
promise.
like who
Nice
you
guy,
like,
he
but when
does
you're
well
giving
in the
out
community.
awards
Yeah.
and you have the one vote for Giannis and everybody else voting over here and you decide to use your first place vote on Giannis, which is valid.
Giannis is a valid first
gonna
place
have-
vote,
it's
though.
gonna
He's gonna
He's
have
gonna have
a
first
good
vote.
amount
Is he
of
number
first place
3
votes.
though? Right now?
Yes. he should.
Gil is
Right?
not
But
valid.
that's what I'm saying.
It can't be
because
valid.
he's gonna get
31 points, 12 rebounds,
No,
6
it can't
assists,
be-
60%
I didn't
from the
ask
field. What are you doing on the
ask you
defensive
that.
side?
Is
Stay.
is he top 3? If he's 3 right now at a cutoff because he can't jump to 2, you should remove him.
You got to remove him.
It's a 2-man race.
Two-man
It's a
race.
Facts.
two-man race.
Like Giannis is doing his thing, but right now it's a 2-man race. Then that means you can only vote for these 2.
Yeah, we agree. Like he fits that category.
Like right now, like even if you tell me to vote for Giannis, I'm like, man, it's been a 2-man race. You doing your thing over there, big dog.
Absolutely.
But it's been
Let
a
me
2-man race for the last goddamn 2 months.
Let me ask you this then. If
And I still don't know.
Giannis and the Bucks are number 1,
It's a different story.
does that push Shea out?
With
Shea?
his numbers?
Does that put Shea out? If Giannis
I
and the
think it
Bucks
puts-
are number 1,
Numbers better.
I don't know who
the numbers
It's
are
not,
better.
but he's
No,
not- that's-
Giannis's
I don't
numbers
know.
are better.
31, 12, and 6,
31,
60% from
12,
field.
Numbers is better than
60,
Shea.
Yeah,
60% from the
it's pushing-
field.
it's
Both sides of the ball, but
If
Giannis and
Giannis-
Shea play both sides of the ball at a higher
pushing
level than
Shea out.
Joker.
It's not
Joker
pushing
dominant on the offensive side.
It's not pushing
Defensively,
Shea out.
I know,
what I'm
but
saying
still.
is-
It'll be Giannis and Nikola.
If OKC is not the number 1 team in the
they can still be where they
NBA,
are.
and the Bucks are the number 1 team in the NBA,
Oh, wait.
Shea's still in the rook.
Wait, if Shea is not number 1,
No, I'm saying
Shea's not. Shea's
keep them
team
where
is
they are.
not where they
Keep them
are.
where they are.
It's still Giannis.
Keep them where they are.
his argument. I mean,
If the
Well,
Bucks
I'm
were number
saying-
1 in the East, if the Bucks was number 1 in the East and Giannis' numbers is what they,
It'd be
it would be Giannis,
It would be Giannis
Nikola.
and Joker
Absolutely.
for sure.
which would be wrong because you don't factor in all of the basketball world. Right? If you take out, because this would be before Dame got injured, they would be number 1. If we remove all of them, one team is in damn near last place. They the Blazers.
You think?
The other team survives. They survive. You can survive with just Dame and the
Oh,
rest
you
of
talking
that
about the
veteran
Bucks
group.
survive?
But
The
they
Bucks
wouldn't
will
be-
survive.
they wouldn't be number 1.
Denver will be playing solid basketball. The OKC is not in this conversation of even talking basketball.
Shea?
If with Shea's not
They're
there.
not number 1, no.
They're not number
They're
one.
not number 1, but
They're not even top
They're
10.
competitive.
They're not. Hell no.
Huh?
No.
No?
No. That man makes all of it move.
No, man.
He makes all of the plays.
But you
don't think
can
they're
say the
because
same thing about Joker.
The system,
No,
the
you
system
still
set up for
if
him
you-
to do
if
that.
Joke, we know what Jokic, we know what Murray looks like We know what the fuck Murray
He don't
can do.
look like that right now, though.
But
Gil.
we
That's the
know
point.
it because he holds. We know how important Murray is if Jokic is not on that floor. We know what Westbrook is. We know if Jokic is not playing, that motherfucker's gonna average a triple-double.
But they're not gonna win.
If Jalen Williams is by himself, what we don't know what he looks
ball.
like.
They're playing team ball, literally.
It's team ball because the Shea plays damn near every game.
He is very available.
That's the problem.
available.
He's so good and he's so available. We don't even know what that team looks like without him.
Also, he's always going to score 30 points. 30,
He's so
30,
consistent.
Because
That's
we
what I'm
know
saying.
that.
30,
we know
30.
that.
It keeps everybody
know
in
that.
play. It keeps everybody in play.
Because there's a formula for 30.
Yeah.
There's a formula for it. He's following it. It's obvious to me because I see.
Giannis is in third place right now in MVP voting.
Don't know. Nobody even
Don't
talked
matter.
about third.
No one has even
We don't even know who.
talked about
Yeah, we don't even know who
We don't
third
even know
is.
who's in third place at all.
There's a lot of shit that we don't know.
Unfortunately,
Who's in
We
third?
have-
The
we-
fact
hey,
that the media has talked about this Jokic and Shea race for so long, and anybody would fix their hand to vote number one for anybody else is crazy.
I'm.
Giannis currently third.
But winning does play a factor, obviously, if we keep having
Tatum
this
fourth.
conversation, right?
Yeah.
Steph is
Doesn't
in the
winning
last
play a
ladder.
factor?
Tatum's fifth. I mean,
Tatum is
Steph is
fourth.
fifth.
no, who's fifth? Steph.
But that was the last ladder before three-point performance.
Like that's what I'm saying. Right now, if I had a vote and you're saying vote today, like I really don't know. I'll be mad. Like fuck.
Flip a coin.
Because I'm factoring all of it. Like,
Not me.
You got the youngest team. That counters, man. There's college teams that's older than
He's
you.
done it 2 years in a
And
row.
it's like, I got to factor that.
Last year everyone was like, it was
Shay.
a fluke. And
I gotta
he did it
factor in-
again.
Shay, you can catwalk your ass right on over there, sit and watch this nigga
'Cause everybody
accept this
says-
award.
everybody
Go ahead and
says
take your
we've seen
fur
this
and walk
before.
down that motherfucking
Shut
catwalk and
up.
try again
You
next
can
year.
say you've
nigga.
seen this before, but you've never seen it before. You've never seen a guy carry a young ass squad to number one. You actually haven't seen that before.
Allen Iverson.
No, he didn't.
With
That team was old as fuck. It was old ass team. Like you're talking about a team that's 24 and under.
12 and a half game lead in the West right now.
Like we've never seen
Going
it
to
before.
Dave and Buster.
Like so, what Jokic is doing, never
they play
seen
the
that
Lakers.
shit before. What Shea is doing, we never seen it before.
Why can't we just
so you have to
go
value it at
MVP?
the same. That's why I said I'm sitting
Can't
there
go
like,
MVP.
watch how lopsided them fucking numbers gonna be.
You think lopsided for sure?
Watch.
They just-
if you don't have a headache trying to figure this deal out because
Watch how lopsided.
that motherfucking Jokic ain't letting off.
What?
He gonna sit there. He gonna play every motherfucking game.
logically.
And at the point is, Shea, you are forced to play every game because you don't want to just sit back.
12-game lead. He out
He
that
in there
motherfucker still
averaging 30s
hunting.
to
And if I'm the
9
coach,
shots.
I'm sorry. I'm not subbing that motherfucker out. If I'm the coach, the one person that's not playing defense is gonna be me.
So
There's not gonna be we up 20 and I sub his ass out. He got 12 or fucking 20 points. Hey man, do you, man? Because at this point, I'm gonna
Co-MVP.
fuck your shit up if I'm gonna sub you out. We up 25.
You have to, like,
because that
reset.
motherfucker
You gotta, like,
Jokic is in here
reset.
doing whatever he doing in motherfucking a half. He had 29, 9, and 6 at halftime. Like, and I'm saying, hey Shay, man, look. You got 48 minutes in you because you're gonna have to do all that. That motherfucker over there
I feel like they
from
got a
Siberia.
MVP.
Siberia.
and
Serbia,
Slavian
reset
chicken.
everything.
Wherever he
Slavian
from.
chicken.
Wherever he from, he doing all of it.
averaging
man.
a
He
30
playing for the
point-
country
is it
right
30
now.
point triple
30-point triple-double
How we even
will
having
be
a
the first big
Why
game in
is
history.
it? Why
What
is
are
this
we
a conversation?
talking about?
Because the passing skills.
I'm saying, but
If you
why?
take away
No,
his
we know
passing-
why, but I'm saying, but
What I'm
why?
saying
Why
is, if
is
you
it-
take away his passing and he was just averaging 3 like every normal big, you wouldn't even be considered.
But if we took away Shay's braids, he would just be a regular nigga in LA.
if you take away his
walking
braids,
around,
that
man.
motherfucker be on every day.
Just be regular, regular Canadian, no braids.
What that doesn't? If you take away his
My
passing,
jokes is getting kind of crazy, ain't they?
You on the road today, Rashad?
A braidless
Man, shout out to
Canadian.
Shay, man.
A braidless Canadian.
but you can't take away his passing because that's part of his skill package. So it's at this part they be
Just like Shay's free throws.
you can't penalize.
bait and the
but
baiting.
you
Just
can't
like-
penalize Shea because he don't rebound like
We're
Jokic
not.
does.
Why can't we?
We're not penalizing him. We're just saying the other guy's better. That's all.
Did we penalize Russ?
Yes.
He's the same size, the same position. He did what he could be doing,
Yes.
but you
He
can't
got
do that.
penalized.
But they didn't
What do you
value.
mean?
But they
He
didn't
got-
value.
He got
what-
penalized.
But that's
a
the thing.
lot.
They didn't value. They already had a
They called him
narrative.
After they
stat-
saw it
they
once,
called
they
him a
said,
stat chaser.
Regardless of what you thought, we see that he can do this. Russ shows that he can do what Joker can do.
Right, and he got killed for it.
If SGA can't do what Joker can do and Russ could, why you
Hey,
can't win? You can't win the MVP.
But this is a bigger conversation because you can't give Russ back MVPs, right?
Because the way
The
y'all
fact
talk
that
about it,
you
owe
know
him
this
a
is
few.
not as easy as people thought, and what Russ did was very impressive. The fact that he has 4 of those, what you're praising Jokic on right now because of his passing, you should
For his rebounding.
give Russell that for his rebounding, right? Now, when you talk about Russell Westbrook, I don't want to hear it in turn to winning because obviously this man ain't won either
You're right.
doing it.
You're right.
Right? He hasn't won. It ain't turned to winning, but what he is doing is he's leaving all of it to the game of basketball. What Jokic is doing, even though it's turning and losing, he's bringing all of it to
Yes.
basketball. You can't say, oh man, you lost. Yeah, I didn't give enough. I should have had 62. I should have gave 62, 12, and 12, right? There's little things that he could have did more, but when you now processes Russell's resume, you have to now understand what Jokic is doing is impressive. What that motherfucker did for 4 seasons has to now be moved the fuck up.
100,000%.
You can't use the same Russ, oh, it didn't lead to winning and all. We can see what Jokic is doing. He has to do all of that to try to win because the rest of the team really ain't doing what they
Lost
supposed to
4
be doing.
straight games, 60-point
So-
triple-double loss.
so now you-
And that was
41
Russ's- that was
40-point
Russ's
triple-double.
deal.
Now you have to move Russell up a little bit
Yep.
more
Yep.
because of what he was
20,
bringing.
20,
So
20,
if you,
20.
if you
For
had the
Nipsey.
motherfucker ranked 37, you got to be like, okay, maybe he's top 17 now. I mean, 4 triple
Gotta
doubles.
move up.
4 triple doubles is now impressive. We can't use it was stat chasing and all that shit because none of it.
Yeah, it's
Because I can tell you, whoever's leading the league in assists and whoever's behind him, I guarantee you, they are not taking shots to keep getting those assists.
yeah. Trey Young is
You can't tell me Magic Johnson, who was it? Steve Nash.
Oh, like you talking
when
about
Steve Nash
his-
when
his-
when
you
John
talking about
Stockton was
history?
trying to get his assist, you can't tell me they wasn't.
Oh yeah,
padding
you
their
passing
stats.
up wide open shots.
Yeah,
Hit
there's
somebody.
coaches padding stats on fucking winning, but we don't call it padding stats.
So Trey leading the league right now, Joker in second, Tyrese Halliburton third.
And they both sitting there.
That's crazy.
But they both over there sitting there trying to overpass to get these assists.
You got 2 point guards and a fucking center.
In the center, which is he's a point guard.
And if you look up his assist to turnover ratio, it might be even crazier. So to me, that's all elements of skill when you talk about a basketball player and a big man that's over
I
7
think
foot.
about 3-1 right
Yeah,
now.
he has the least amount out of the.
doing what he's doing is crazy.
But Halliburton is like close to
Well,
These motherfuckers
4 to 1,
is nice,
5-1.
man.
5 to 1,
Halliburton 5-1,
and Joker's 3 to 1.
Joker's 3-1.
Fine. You fucking play the
Oh
five.
yeah. Halliburton can pass his ass off.
When you can get him the ball and be like, "Yo, make a play," and he ain't gonna shoot it. You could say, "Make a play," and he ain't gonna shoot
He
it.
don't even trip.
So he's dispelled this rumor that bigs are dumb.
Yeah. Big dumb big.
Big dumb bigs.
I never believed
Well,
that. You know.
They could just say American because if they want to say these big dumb American bigs,
You still can roll with it.
all right, that's fair. You know, just when you sit back and the Euro is taking over. When you're talking about just history, when you think about all the Euros that's came in through history, from Big Sabonis, when you're talking Kukoc, they've had a skill that wasn't respected back then, right? We didn't Vlade Divac, right? It was a skill that all of them had from the beginning of time.
Passing and
A big man who can pass and stretch the floor. It was the same thing that Coach Brown didn't see in
Darko, yeah.
What fucked Darko up,
Yep.
right? A
Facts.
big that can pop, pass.
Do all that.
They didn't see that.
He
Little
did
Luka,
have all that.
Now,
He did have all that.
now when you look
Necessity.
across the
You
board
need one.
and you looking at Giddey, you looking at Luka, you looking at Jokic, you looking at that motherfucker down in, was it Danny up in Blazers? And you sitting there like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what the fuck are they doing? They're filling them stat sheets up.
Yeah.
Right? They're giving you all of basketball.
Total
They're not one-sided players.
No.
Right? In the 4 or 5, if I'm a scout and I'm looking for a 4 or 5,
You gotta be able to shoot.
I'm
pass.
gonna be doing exactly what this draft has been doing for the last 10 years. I'm gonna go overseas first.
Yep. Go first.
Because I know he's gonna be skilled, He's going to be
smart.
offensively well-rounded. He's going to know how to pass, know how to play, know how to pick,
Dribble.
pop, shoot, dribble. I can take my point guard out, give him the ball. He's going to know what to do. Turkaloo, right? There was a reason you put Turk, you the one.
Karolinko.
Karolinko.
You know what I mean? So, Or core, yeah.
Them bitches on the same team.
They was on the same
When I had the 51, it was because that motherfucker down there keep pushing it. I'm hitting shots, he hitting shots. I'm hitting shots like, hey, stop that motherfucker down there,
Somebody.
man. Goddamn.
Shit.
Shit.
Mammoth
That pick and
O'Core.
pop.
He was
Boy,
nice.
that pick and
And
pop.
guess what? Where was he at? He was in Detroit.
Yeah, he went to Detroit after.
So Darko and him is sitting behind, goddammit.
Yep.
But you know what I mean? Like, these motherfuckers is bringing some shit, man.
Yeah, he's sitting behind Sheed, Ben Wallace.
So
Like, the guards, the problem is, it will be a guard takeover if they was a little more athletic. Like, Luka's staying there because he's just bigger than everyone. But if they can figure out a little athleticism
With the guard position.
with the guard position, we in trouble.
Just the craftiness that they have. All of you, Calderon, Rudy Fernandez.
Yeah,
they just crafty. They don't
But
need.
the athleticism is what killed him.
Yeah.
And Luka stands above because he's same thing with
humongous.
Giddy. They're bigger. They're like, Giddy's a big dude.
And he's fast.
Yeah. So it's like they
Something
still
in the water over there. There's something in the water that don't allow
No,
them
they
to
just,
be
you know what they're
athletic.
teaching, man? They're teaching what they call positionless. But you can see they're hand picking certain players. Right? When you start looking back and you start looking at these rosters that they have over there, it's like they basically saying, hey, anybody under 6'4", fuck off. Fuck off. Like, just fuck the fuck off.
We got a league for you. We got a league for you over there.
Yeah, my point
Yeah, y'all
guards,
could be
my
in Euro
overseas
League.
point guards are
B
starting
League.
at a 6'6" and above.
6'6".
From 6'6" and above. So how we're doing like the Cooper Flags here, hey, you a point guard over there. We want you to be the 1, 2, 3, 4. We want you to be all skilled.
Well, what they do is they put them in a B League, and then they let the B League potential foster into the A League. We'll bring you up if we see you grown in the last year, because you may not be big enough. Like you said, you only want 6'4" and up. So this kid may be here at B League because he ain't grown yet.
Right.
But once he
Grows a few
grows,
inches.
now you're like, oh shit, you was just. Now that's how Luka went from the 13-year-old that was this, and then he went and he grew, and it was like, oh, we got to play him with the big kids now.
It's like
So that's what they do over there.
They're scouting parents and everything, man.
and that's
Yeah, they breeding.
They're breeding. No,
That's what you gotta do.
They breeding overseas, dog.
100%.
No, no.
give me this Olympian and this Olympian.
That's
Y'all
what
gonna
I'm
have a
saying. Yeah,
child.
that's what I'm saying. When you look at it and you sitting there like,
Go look at-
like even Wemby,
Go
like
look at Theo Ratliff.
look at, but like even with those, like they're turning those parents, they're turning them into guards early.
That nigga Theo Ratliff got 6'9", 6'8", 6'7",
Yeah.
daughter 6'5", another daughter 6'4". I'm like, yo.
But see, the problem is we're breeding too. Like Eric Dampier's son is big than the motherfucker too. Jermaine O'Neal.
O'Neal.
But what they're doing over there is
That's impressive because his wife's small.
they're taking those kids over there and saying,
matters.
y'all are not
That's
y'all are not sinners.
Well, you
Y'all-
watch the Final Four. These guys are what, 6'7", 6'8"? They only know how to play 5 feet and in.
Yeah.
You can't.
You're
Yeah,
not
they
gonna
nah.
be
That's
at
what we
the
got to
next
start.
level.
At it, too.
That's what we got to start learning.
They terrible at it
But
too.
and anytime, even girls, it's different with girls because they will stop growing. But if I meet a girl, she's like 12, and she's like my height, and I meet their parents, I'm like, don't let her coach put her in the paint.
Right.
Like
That's what
she's
they
probably
do.
the biggest
That's
girl
what
The
they
out
do.
biggest
there.
girl, yeah.
That's where they
That's all
gonna
they
put
do.
her.
Yep, put
I
her in
said,
the
okay,
paint.
so if they do put her in the paint, you got to just make sure that you're working on her guard skills. Because she might not grow no more.
Right.
Or she will. And if she does grow, then she's going to have guard skills. But they just are so quick to throw the girl right in the paint.
Oh, yeah.
And they just
Trust me, I
never
see
get
it.
any better.
I'm saying with my little man, and man, my daughter as well, like they gonna be better. Nah, we know.
Birth certificate.
We're not doing
Everywhere
that.
he go.
Point.
Hey,
Sit there with the
overseas.
ball.
We not
The
doing
parents
that.
are always
We
like,
putting the ball in
okay.
the hand, Jack.
I was
We
like,
shoot.
I already know they're doing it. They're
Yeah,
like,
I've been
yep.
sowing my seed overseas for a while, so I should be getting some product return to start seeing the fruits of my labor show up somewhere soon. Little shotty starts shooting. You be like, who is that? He looks like
I
that
told
boy.
KJ.
You look just like, boy, that boy got a nose and all
Czech
kind of
Republic,
shit.
I went over here.
Hey,
I went to Russia
I
down.
knew I was over
I
there
told
somewhere.
KJ, I told KJ, hey man, you need to, go find you one of these, hey man, go get a contract, goddamn. Hey, yeah, we ain't even got to do the deal, but if you want to, we can. But hey, we got a contract between us that says, hey, we gonna mix this and this, and we gonna, hey,
Baby.
We're going to get
we
this.
gonna get this. Trust me.
No, I know you like strippers.
Yeah,
I know you do.
Yeah,
but listen,
but, yeah.
them seeds, them
Abs-
seeds.
yeah,
to go over.
Them seeds is a little smaller than the won't,
Yeah,
right?
we need, hey,
The next.
what size go? Hey, go ahead. Hey, how tall is your daddy? How tall is your mom? How tall is your?
Volleyball, softball, basketball.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
stick with track. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Them 400 runners, right? Yeah, there's a. We over here, you know, twerking is cool, but well, you better strap it up.
Working overrated. We asked the chat, is the
We're gonna
media-
pay $30,000 a month. We're gonna pay $30,000 a month to a volleyball player.
Absolutely. What?
I mean, we're gonna pay 30 because we know what happens. That child.
I saw her jump.
I
I saw her spike that ball. Shit, listen.
Yeah, hey, my grandson gonna be motherfucking jumping over the rim.
I told okay, you was at Sarah Kane. We watching volleyball games in high school. Like, nigga, you don't like now one of them?
You know, like, you know she dunked.
No, not one
You know
of them.
she dunked, right?
Yeah.
You dunked too, right?
Yeah.
She dunks too.
Yeah.
You know what we looking at? Yeah,
What?
we looking at Michael Jordan mixed with LeBron James, got a slash giant him.
You know, I told her, man, hey, I said, I asked her, I mean, you seen Liz K-Born? Liz, I'm like, yo, she 6'8", man. She was up there working out at Chris Johnson, man. I walked on the floor and looked her eye to eye. I said, yo.
Liz is
KJ was over there but working out. I said, hey.
Hey, man, listen.
She looking me eye to eye at that bitch, man.
Could you tap that white girl on the shoulder for me?
Which one? The 6'5"?
No, the one with good credit. That one.
This fool stupid.
Clean
That-
driving record, good credit.
I need good insurance and good credit.
I got me a six. Hey, you see, I got me
If
a
she's
6'5",
6'5", she cool. She cool. She's 6'5", long as her name is Becky.
I got a French that's
She's
6
Becky
foot.
in the back with good credit.
So we asked the chat, is the media screwing Jokic out of another MVP? 63% say yes. Let's talk about another controversial situation going on in the league. Ja Morant proven he is one of the hardest players to guard in the league, but he's also proven that he's hard-headed. Last week, Ja got into some trouble with the league after him and Buddy Hield were spotted doing finger guns at each other late in the Grizzlies' loss to the Warriors. We have a conversation about finger guns. Both players were warned by the league not to do it again. They were both warned by the league. League said, chill out with the finger guns.
That's insane. to Just hear you say that.
But just a few hours later,
Finger gun.
you can't be doing the finger guns in the game. But just a few hours later, Ja showed a blatant disregard for the league's warning during the Grizzlies' win against the Heat. Let's take a look. So after he hit this bucket
Finger
in the
guns.
first quarter,
First quarter, too.
he pulled out the celebration.
First quarter.
Wow.
We got the screen grab, which was one of 2 times he did it in the game.
2 times.
Yeah.
Yo,
No, listen.
funny as hell.
NBA fined Morant $75,000
I said he got suspended.
for
right?
both gestures.
Ain't that what I said?
He got
They should-
suspended?
No, I said they should have suspended him. When
So
he
according to Shams, it hasn't escalated to that point, but obviously the league is known to do what the league's known to do. But as Memphis sports reporter Matt Infield pointed out, this celebration is nothing new for Ja. We got some video.
Nothing new for anybody.
But he's done it several times over the past few weeks with no issue.
In my scope.
That was the big bazooka. I think that was in that Warriors game too with the Buddy Hield situation. But here against the Celtics.
That wasn't a finger gun though.
So
that
you-
was a three-pointer.
You bought the beer at 12:30.
So you just gonna point out all the times he's done it.
figure out.
But just saying, done it with no issue.
Okay, that's fine.
League was fine, had no problem with it. And also point out that these former celebrations, common around the league, other players have done it as well.
Did you see the one who stopped?
Yeah, so but in light of Ja's fines, other players starting to reconsider doing it. We have the video
Tried and
right
he
here.
stopped.
So let's take a look at that video. Pistons guard Marcus Aston.
Said, oh no.
Young Dallas boy.
He said,
Oh, wait. Oopsie.
so scared.
He
I ain't doing it.
No,
I ain't doing it.
Listen, fucking head coach didn't warn, scared the shit out of him.
Yeah,
Like, man,
put the
y'all
whole-
better not be
That
out.
shit.
Damn the finger gun shit, y'all better not be out doing. He forgot, like, oh shit, what is he looking at me? Oh shit, he saw me.
He loved the game.
He pulled it out, put it right back in. Oh,
What?
shit, police coming.
He loved the game.
12.
My mama here.
He
But
put,
let's get back to Ja. Is the league unfairly targeting Ja Morant for the finger gun celebration?
yes.
Okay, it's just finger guns. Pew pew.
Are they? No, what you just say?
I said they're unfairly
Unfairly?
targeting Ja. Other
So how many
players,
other people didn't got in trouble for brandishing a firearm recently?
it was a noisy.
I have a question. That was a question.
It's a trap question, too.
No, that was a question. I'm waiting on the answer.
It was a bait question.
No, I'm waiting on the answer still. How many people have gotten in trouble for brandishing a firearm lately in the
Most
NBA?
recently, Ja Morant.
I said how many
Well,
other
I don't
people?
know.
I didn't ask you that.
Just chat
No other players presently.
Thank you.
You sure?
Because they
I
scary.
don't know.
Brandishing a firearm and when, therefore, no. Unfairly, no. Keep fucking with these people, man.
Yeah, keep fucking with these
Keep
people.
fucking. You're gonna find out the hard. Like, hey,
Yeah.
fuck around, find out, man.
So other people can do the finger gun
Yes,
celebration,
yeah.
but Ja can't.
Yeah, the same.
Because the
Yeah.
other people never got caught.
Draymond
with a
Green,
gun.
habitual. You habitual at this point. So there's no difference in the behaviors.
You've been
If you punish one for one doing something, you gotta. So don't. So no.
Well, and obviously they're trying to make us. They're trying to prove a point, and he's now like.
We can't do
I
finger
don't
gun
care.
celebration.
No, it's just like.
Oh, you have to care because we
just like the
suspended
NFL.
you.
Just like the NFL took
We
CeeDee
suspended
No, I
Lamb.
you
agree.
for-
You should care,
We
but he
suspended you for
doesn't.
this.
So it's like, what do you?
Yeah, that's like the NFL took CeeDee Lamb celebration away, right?
Yeah.
Because it
I
was.
mean, it seems
mentioned
very
in court.
childish, but you want to play childish games, like okay.
Yeah, and believe me, I don't disagree.
don't
If
need-
the league calls you, say, hey, don't do whatever it is.
Yeah,
Please
stop
don't.
doing that.
Just stop.
And you
it.
go out right in the first quarter and
Not
do it.
once,
Then
but twice.
Then you go out and pume like yeah you all right okay
It's a 22.
all right. Ja this, ja that, all that shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like me.
Do you feel like the league is
Oh, that's
unfairly
what he
targeting Ja?
said.
for
Yeah.
that?
And his
Yeah,
little
yeah,
tweets.
yeah,
I seen
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Other
It's
shows
just-
talk
it's,
about.
it's starting to become like.
You're playing victim.
It's a
It's-
weird.
I don't
It's so
know.
weird
It's
because
happened so long ago.
even the. I can't even saw the crime. Even what he got in trouble for
not
Right,
crime.
it wasn't a crime.
wasn't
It was
something
just being
aggressive
dumb.
for the gun thing to really be an issue, right? It's not like there was this altercation that happened like mine. There was an altercation in a locker room, right? Where it's like his stuff is he's in a nightclub enjoying himself and he shows it.
With a gun
in
in
the,
public.
yeah,
He's on
in the, you know what
Instagram
I
Live
mean?
in his
In the strip
car.
club, right? There's nobody around. It's just him and the stripper, and he's doing that. And then he's in his car, right? Yeah, you can go out of your way and say, "Oh, this is wrong," and you do that. I don't see the.
The one in the car, I agree. Yes, absolutely. But the one in the strip, it just
Twice.
if you're gonna have it, because
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is-
anything could happen. That motherfucker fall. Next thing you know, you
Yeah, I get
pow,
the what.
pow, and it's
no,
just now
that's
you
what
got a
I'm saying. I get the
motherfucking body, right?
what if, but
Yeah,
because
it didn't
this,
happen. But
because there's no, it's not like somebody reported. It's not like he got in trouble in the club. It's not like
he reported it.
He got arrested or something. This is just
reported
his own doing.
No, it's
his own doing. So it's like
he told
Having
on
a good
himself.
time.
He told on himself.
I know, but it's like what he's doing is
Twice.
no different than somebody going to the gun store and the gun thing and they're showing pictures with guns.
We think about the Chris Kaman with the
Right,
double
so
hitters back in the day.
it's not like there's this
same.
aggressive thing that's
Not the
attached to it.
Well, no, I
right?
think he's
Like
gotten
it
this, like,
is, it is.
I think he's gotten this like self-sabotage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
now.
No,
so
like
it's
you
like
keep doing this to
It's
yourself.
culture. It's the culture.
No,
Listen,
I'm just
Ja
saying.
Morant is a victim of the culture. This is what is happening with the music. It's gun violence, right? We're trying to fight
there's
against
no
things.
violence though.
But listen, I know there's
And
not.
now- yeah,
but-
No,
hold
I'm
on,
talking
whoa, whoa, whoa,
about
With
I'm
him.
talking about
Memphis, where he lives.
No, I'm talking about
fucking
with
Luka
Kenyon,
gun
first
violence
of all.
is real.
No, I'm talking about his situation
Yeah, but-
itself.
yeah.
You can't just say gun violence and all. How is he using it?
Perception, Gil.
Because where he lives. Just
Hip-hop.
hear me out.
Let's just say hip-hop.
Right, you say the younger generation looks up to Ja, right? Mm-hmm. He sells shoes, right? Mm-hmm. Where he lives,
Young
in the
dog.
city of
Yo Gotti.
in Memphis, Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
They in a war.
It's turf war. The people dying daily out there.
I can't take that in consideration.
You have
You
to.
have to, Gil.
If he's holding a gun up in the strip club, we're in the middle of a
Is he
game.
pointing anybody?
But it don't matter. It's the
It
percent.
does.
Gil.
Okay, so if he was in Texas, if he played for Dallas, that's good. You can carry
Yeah,
guns, right?
but
And he
it's
go out there
still-
shooting hogs and doing that, that's fine.
He's hunting. Absolutely, it's legal.
He's not in the strip club dangling a gun
I'm
like
talking
it's
about
his
the
mama's
perception
gun. Like,
of
look.
this. Listen, of this well-known athlete in this city where gun violence is prevalent, right? In Memphis, Tennessee, we got kids out here dying in the streets daily. People putting switches on guns, dudes drive-by shootings. All these things exist in this city where this particular guy plays. These kids look up to him.
Okay.
They looking at it, he's glorifying. That's
That.
what they looking
Yeah,
at it
the
as.
kids are doing
so
it now.
they're trying to nip it in the bud as much as they can for this particular city, this particular athlete that people are glorifying.
So you
Right?
can go out there and go hunting and do
Yes.
the same
That's what
thing,
I'm
and
about
that's
to-
fine.
Same
Yes, it
thing.
is, but we ain't
It
kids
sucks.
ain't dying in the street.
It
In
sucks.
Texas?
We talking about in Memphis, Tennessee, Gil.
You're penalizing me because of the city?
Yes.
So you can go out there and hunt and shoot shit. I get in trouble for laughing in my car.
No,
you see how that is
in public with a firearm.
And you're shooting
you want
wild
them to-
animals in the
you're in public
woods.
with a firearm shooting shit.
But you
like you're literally endangering something because somebody can walk by and get shot by that.
No, that's not how hunting happens, bro. That's
What?
not. That's not.
That's not hunting. That's not how
it happens. People don't
nobody
walk
got
by
shot
and get
from
shot.
So, Gil, so you have
Nobody got shot in hunting.
Are you not recognizing what I'm saying?
I'm recognizing what you're saying. I'm recognizing you're using something that has nothing to do with how he is portraying it.
These are facts.
Well, who is portraying it?
These are facts I'm talking about, Gil. Go look at the murder rate in Memphis, Tennessee.
We can look at the murder
rate. You look up everything else. Go look up
So
the
you
murder rate
think
in
if he
Memphis,
was in a
Tennessee.
different market, this would be handled differently?
Yes.
I don't. I think it's a culture
I
thing.
do.
Like
It's
I
a culture
said,
thing
it's a
and the
culture
city. Yes,
thing.
all of it is.
It's
Right, so if he
music.
was like
It's
in
music. It's influence.
is-
all of that.
Yeah, so if he was
Young
somewhere
Dolph,
else.
the biggest thing in Memphis, nigga, Joe is, dude, Joe Gotti's brother gets shot. It's dog.
All
It is
that.
a real thing down there.
I understand.
Right?
I'm like, why are we?
Who else? Someone pulled out the gun yesterday too, right?
I don't think it's fair to
Who
him.
pulled
but
out
it
the
is
gun
what it
yesterday?
is.
Who?
Huh?
In the game?
Somebody
Yes.
put out a real gun?
No. Somebody did the gun.
Bajinsky, I think.
Cool. He plays in Golden State.
He ain't getting. They actually said it.
He ain't
They
never
said
been in trouble.
Ja got fined $22,000 for just he getting fined nothing.
No,
He ain't never been in trouble before.
Did he get warned?
He ain't never been in trouble.
That's his point. He never been. There ain't no
does it
back.
matter?
It does.
Wait,
just
is it
like
only-
Draymond.
is
We
it
was just
only
talking about
ban-
the Draymond
did they
shit.
ban all
He has
of
a
it?
reputation.
Or only for Ja?
It ain't even, they told him be careful.
Stop.
I think they should just be like, no more.
To all everybody.
I
You
agree.
can't just point out
Listen,
somebody because
I
Everybody
agree,
stop
but
it.
somebody has to be the fucking
Yes.
poster
Yeah.
child
Yeah,
for it.
scope-
If this is
the
what you're gonna
scapegoat.
do, just stop it all.
Somebody has to be the poster. Absolutely.
There's
That's just like
5
the NFL
million
did.
celebrations
That's like
on
the
Earth.
NFL said. They didn't say,
Stop
CeeDee
it.
Lamb, you can't do this no more.
Right.
They said this
Everybody.
is banned.
they got to
So
ban it.
I'm with it.
Ban
if
it.
you're going to stop one, let's stop them all from doing it.
Because yeah, they look like they're picking on Ja.
No, they ain't fucking picking on him.
They are
They are.
picking
They
on
gave
him.
him
Not
ammunition.
picking
They
on
are.
him. He gave
You
them
gave him-
bullets.
But he's
He
still-
literally gave them the bullet. He gave them the
So
bullet.
they picking on him. So they
So
fined
there's-
him 75 for nothing.
Because they're picking on him?
They fined him $75,000
Did they
for
give
nothing.
anybody the
No.
warning? Did they give Pazinski a warning?
They gave Buddy Hield
Why
and Ja
did
warning.
they
Why did they give him
suspend
the
Ja?
warning?
Why did they suspend Ja Morant?
Why did they give Ja the warning?
Because him and Buddy.
No, why did they give him the warning? Fuck Buddy.
Buddy, yeah. Why did
We
they
talking about
Buddy?
They
Ja
already told
Morant.
him
Why did they
to
give
stop.
Ja?
Why did they give Ja
They
Ja
already
the-
told
Because
him
if
to
it's
stop.
no, why did he
Because
give
of
him
what?
warning? Because
He has a history.
Because he has a history.
So exactly.
So why not Buddy? Buddy
He
don't have a history.
He don't have a history.
But he got a warning.
He doesn't have because he did it with the guy.
That has history.
That has the
You
history.
see how you picking and choosing what you want?
No,
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Not until
First
they
time,
ban- not
a first
until
time
they-
offender.
I
A
don't know
first
they
time
ban it.
offender,
They
Gil.
gotta ban
Me
it.
and him in the
They
car,
gotta
he
ban
get
it.
pulled over. I ain't never been to jail. I'm a first time offender. Kenyon is gone because he done been. Like, yeah, we gotta take him.
If you don't,
I
like,
ain't
if
been.
you don't like
They need
it,
to focus.
If you don't like one person doing it, then
Hypothetical.
just ban it for everybody.
I agree. I'm saying yes.
Yeah, I
But-
don't know why they're not doing that.
But that's not the
'Cause they're
case.
trying to make
They
an
will
example.
eventually, but
They're trying to make an example and it's not working.
the
So
person.
what are they gonna do?
Well, Kenyon's
he
saying
fu-
they're not trying to make an example. He's
Yeah.
put himself in the
Yeah.
example position. They not making.
So it's just like
he
No,
did
because
that
they-
shit.
they're
It's just like the
making an
Shaq and the
example
Fool
because-
shit, right? It's like the Shaq and the Fool shit with JaVale, right? We can, but he picking on me, picking. No, he not
No,
fucking
you
picking
keep
on him.
doing
You was giving
stupidly
it, you
on the
giving him
show.
the material. It's the same thing with Ja. You're giving him material.
But the only reason why I'm saying they're picking on him is because they don't
No.
like Ja doing it.
No.
They're not saying that they don't like
If
the
he didn't
gesture.
get caught-
period.
already
they
got
don't
in
like
trouble.
Ja doing the
He-
gesture.
because
he got in
But if they
trouble.
really felt so
There's been
passionately
3
about it, like how
incidents.
y'all were talking
But if
about
you don't
it,
like the
promoting
gesture-
violence and all that, and you don't
We're
like the
saying yes,
gesture,
Gil.
then you ban the whole thing.
if you don't
We're
like the
saying
gesture,
yes.
Right.
So don't
fine,
just.
but
We wouldn't be-
still
just don't
saying
pick
because
on
they
me.
have
not
it.
But we
picking
wouldn't
on
be
him.
here. We wouldn't be here if
They
it
are
wasn't
picking
for
on
you.
But we are.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
So Gil was.
I literally, you know why I
Get
say
him
this
ask you a question, Gil.
bullshit?
Get him ask
I
you a
literally watched the Olympics.
Get him ask you a question.
We
Gil.
watched the Olympics.
I have a question for you.
This man did this. The whole fucking world did it.
Okay, let me
it
ask
was
you a question.
fine then.
Get him
But
ask
if
you a question.
Ja would have did it during the same period, you got white little kids doing it.
Yeah.
You got Asian
And they
kids
trying
doing
to stop
it,
it.
pointing the gun at people.
So let me ask you a question, Gil.
It was fine.
So was they picking on you when you took your ass out there and did this? Was they picking on you?
Who? No.
Fucking league.
No.
Was they picking on you?
No.
Why? You gave them the material, right?
Yes.
So
Because I had an aggressive.
Wait, no, I got you.
I had an aggressive gun
Doesn't
thing.
matter.
It does matter.
Gil, was the public?
It does matter.
But did the public feel that way?
It doesn't
Did the public feel that?
They wasn't picking on you. Gave them the
Did the
material.
public feel like they were picking on
I
you?
had a pup. This was between
You
me
gave
and
them
another
the
person.
material.
This is an aggressive
If you would
action,
and
right?
This wasn't.
That we talking
That
about this.
wasn't. No,
He
I
talking
was,
about that.
I was
wasn't
mocking.
aggressive
I was
action.
mocking them.
Right.
But what I'm saying
But he
is,
said he asked him, was they
I'm
picking
saying
on
my-
you for doing that?
I'm saying my gun
Was
issue
they picking on
itself was an aggressive act.
My question.
Jaws thing wasn't aggressive. It's no different than anybody else. It wasn't an aggressive act.
But he's talking about the second thing. He's talking about the second thing. He's not saying that.
Answer
But
my
you're,
question.
but you're
Were
going
they
off.
picking on you?
If I don't have
picking on
the
you?
aggression,
But
said
were
no.
they picking on you?
Was
No.
the league picking on you?
no, I purposely did it.
But you gave them the material.
I
Yes and no.
purposely did it.
But you gave them the material. Yes and no.
Yes.
So therefore, they were not picking on you. So
I didn't say they were.
John gave them the material.
picking on him.
No, he gave them material.
You're asking me. I'm telling you, were they picking on me? Fuck no.
And he gave them the
Are they
material.
picking on him? Yes.
How?
I'm the only one that was in the situation.
How?
Were
Because
they?
mine was an aggressive act.
How?
Meaning
You
we
brought
had a problem.
So you brought a.
I brought it
brought
to the
guns,
gun.
But after
that
the
was
problem,
a problem.
Yo,
Did the
after
gun
the
have bullets in
problem,
it, Gil?
you came back to the team, right?
No,
After the problem, and then you did this.
There was a
And then you did
Are
this.
y'all even trying to listen?
Yes,
If not, then
yes.
I'm cool. Y'all
We hear
won.
you. No,
y'all
there's
won.
not
Y'all-
about winning.
There's no winner.
It's not a winner.
Because y'all not trying not to hear nothing.
No, we hearing you.
Because if you're asking the person
He's giving them
who was in the
material.
situation first, and I'm saying with me,
Yeah.
they did what they supposed to.
And they doing the same
with
thing.
him, it's wrong.
How?
Because
us how.
Because it's
Tell
not
me
the
how.
same.
How?
It's not the same.
Because you're saying it's an aggressive act or not an aggressive act. It doesn't matter if it's an aggressive act or not.
He did
He
it.
gave them the material.
Yes.
everybody's giving the material then. Pozinski gave him the material.
Does he have a history of brandishing a firearm
In
already?
public, twice.
Yes or no?
Twice.
Everybody else does too.
Do they have a history
Yeah,
of brandishing a firearm in
Twice.
public?
But again, him banishing the firearm, what did it do? What was it for?
What was what for?
Him bringing the gun. What was the crime?
It was no.
Sir, of course it was.
Stupidity.
Of course it was no
Stupidity is the crime.
Stupidity.
Stupid.
It
You're
was
stupid.
no crime.
And why was
it
it a
wasn't a crime in the state he did it in Colorado. There was no crime.
But yours wasn't a crime either.
Yes, it was.
In the state,
Yes.
you're not allowed to have
That's why y'all are not listening.
I know you're not having
What he did was no crime.
Okay, we agree
So
with
he
you.
is
Bill.
under every law like everybody else. It wasn't a crime when he
We
did it the
agree
first
with
time.
you.
Wasn't a crime when he did it
We're
the
not
second
saying he
time.
committed a
So
crime,
technically
Gil.
what he did was no crime.
We're not saying
For
that.
you to even be picking on him
We're not saying he
for
committed a
doing
crime.
something everybody else is doing.
So if it was a crime
We're
that
not
he
saying-
did,
hold on.
could
then yes.
That's
so
different.
why does it
saying
have
he
to be a
committed a
crime
crime.
to do something stupid like hold a
What's the
gun in
thing?
public?
You think
Just because it's not a crime don't mean it's not stupid.
Or you can go hunting and that's the
Yeah, of course they can. You can go to the gun range as well.
Exactly.
It's legal. It's legal. Where he was, have a gun. It's legal. Yes.
Yeah, he did.
We're telling you, but that doesn't.
But
just 'cause it's
everybody
not
thinks
illegal,
it was not.
Don't mean it's right.
smart.
It don't mean
It don't mean it's right.
And that's why it's
I thought
That's why you're picking on him.
legal's right, illegal is wrong.
right. And y'all saying he's dumb, which means
What?
that's why you're
Say
picking
that
on
again.
him.
Say it again. You thought what was what,
What?
and what was
Say
what?
it.
Legal is
If
right.
I have a gun right here and I'm in a legal state,
It's right.
it's right.
So what are we talking about here? Who said he did anything? Who,
That's what I'm saying.
bringing the law
That's
into
why
it?
we're- the
you want to
media
bring the
is
law into
picking
it
on
because
him.
you want to be fucking
If
right.
And that's
Yeah.
moving the goalpost.
You
If
want
he
to bring
did-
the law in this because you want to be right.
We talking about
we ain't-
we're talking
nobody
about the
said he committed a
gestures,
crime.
no crimes.
No
we
one
said
has
nothing.
said they committed a crime. You brought that up in this conversation.
Okay, so if he
We're
did-
talking about with him,
His
the
antics.
NBA antics, and what led up to them finding this boy 75,000.
Facts.
This, that, and the law. We're not talking about any crimes being committed. He can have a pistol all the fuck he want. He lives in Memphis, Tennessee. It's legal. Yes, all of these things. If he took it on the road with him, his fucking business. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't work for him fucking self. He works for someone. A major billion, trillion dollar entity over here.
That's picking on him.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
So was the NBA picking on me when everything after my flagrant 2 was a flagrant 1?
Yes.
Fucking no. I gave them, I fucked people up.
They said
But
stop
again,
fucking
another,
people up. Stop it.
another aggressive act.
Another aggressive act.
I
He
flagrant
didn't
filed
do
somebody
anything
else again.
aggressive.
It's a flagrant, not for
Lexi, do
somebody
you
else.
have to do something
They
aggressive
don't
for you to
pick-
get
they wasn't picking
penalized
on me.
for it?
Yeah, you're treating that as an
Yeah,
aggression.
he got
They
penalized
wasn't
already.
picking on me.
Move on. They
no.
already
And you
penalized
keep doing
him.
it.
Doing what?
Doing what?
You
He
keep
didn't get penalized for
antagonizing
finger
the
guns.
action that you got penalized for.
Exactly.
You
They're
keep
trying to
doing
make
the
him
shit
an
like
exactly. You try to make an example.
No,
of
it
it.
ain't doing
Yeah,
that.
you did.
You're saying this. When you shoot and you do it and you do this after we penalize you, you're saying I don't give a
So
fuck about your
ban
penalty.
it.
You're saying I don't give a fuck about your penalty.
Right. So
Yes.
ban it.
Even if it's banned, he's still gonna do it.
But now, if they ban it and he still does it,
What
that's a
happens?
different
We agree with
conversation.
Penalize
What
everyone.
happens?
And
What's
if
the conversation
everybody
now?
do it, then it's
Tell
And I
us
don't
what
think
the
they're- then I don't
Yes,
think they're picking
yeah.
on him anymore.
There's a fine for it. If
I don't
everybody
think
else do it,
if they
there's a
ban
fine
it for everybody and he still does it, then no. Now you're asking.
But
for
we
these
just
fines.
banned it for just you, and you still did it.
That's picking
So-
on somebody.
No, it's not. You're not even gonna listen to the total ban if you're not listening to the ban about your damn self.
Well,
we just
at
said
least
y'all
give him
don't
the
do it.
opportunity to not listen to the total
Ja,
ban
don't do
instead
it.
of picking on him and
They
making
put a
him
dress
go
code
in
in
defense
for us,
mode, which is what he's been in all year.
They put a dress code in for us, right? When I was in the league, when we was in the league, they put a dress code in,
Suits.
right? Sport coat, casual, business casual is what they call it,
Yes.
right?
Must.
Must,
Must.
right?
Okay.
And there was one guy who they tried to make an example out of,
Yeah.
One guy.
right?
One person.
But they made it league-wide.
Right.
League-wide.
Were they picking on him?
Yes. No, because they
League-wide.
made it league-wide.
League-wide,
What if they were
everyone.
like,
Therefore, that's
you
what we said.
have
So
to
if
wear,
they-
You have to wear suits,
coat, and
everybody else
everyone
can wear
can
regular
whatever.
clothes.
So-
You're getting picked on.
But they didn't do that. They put it league-wide,
what I'm
right?
saying.
So if they make it league-wide, there's no issues here.
So
there's a
until
fine
then-
for it.
Till
but
then, you're
until-
picking on him. Sorry.
Unless you're finding everybody, unless you're giving a warning. If they came out with Brzezinski got a warning today,
You gotta
then we're
find
fine.
all the finger guns. Find them all. You get a fine.
A very
You get a
very
fine.
passionate conversation about finger guns, but we asked the chat, is the league unfairly targeting Ja?
Showing up with the shit on. Was they picking on Chuck when Chuck just said, "I'm not wearing a suit
So
until
therefore-
I go to the funeral"? You'll never
so
catch me with a
therefore,
suit
what
on.
the man did was send him a blank check, right? So if once it's banned, if he want to continue the behavior, send him a check.
Find
Cool,
me every time
right?
I do it.
Continue to do you. That's fine, young
cool
man.
with
Listen,
that.
we're not telling you in it. We're telling you don't fucking cry when they hit you when pockets. That's all. They told you not to do it.
And you did
don't
it.
fucking bitch and complain when they fucking find you.
And we not picking.
Oh, when
on
they
you.
suspend you, ain't nobody fucking picking on you.
We just told you to do some shit, you didn't do it.
That's all. It's like a badass kid.
Yes.
I told you to go
But
fucking
How
clean
would I
your
Don't
room.
touch the
feel if
stove.
they said you
Yeah.
can't do these anymore, and then you watching the entire
It told you
opposing
you
team
can't
I
do
got
the
in
same
trouble
thing.
for it though. They
But I
didn't.
already
You
served my
purposely
punishment for
No,
it.
you haven't.
So we think the rules are different for everybody. We think the same shit applies to everybody.
This is so stupid.
okay.
The fact that
What did he get
even a thing.
suspended for?
Conduct
That
detrimental.
because my
Conduct
detrimental
detrimental
now
to
to
that
the team.
becomes my problem.
Conduct detrimental to his team or the league rather.
And then you keep doing the same thing that you got suspended
Detrimental
for.
to not
you
gun,
didn't.
right? That's
Continuing
done in
to
public.
do.
No,
Well,
I'm not saying that. He
he
didn't
gets
do anything
suspended for
illegal.
Brandishing two
Finger
firearms
guns.
was a part of
He didn't do
why
anything
they said the
illegal.
conduct was
He
detrimental.
did not get suspended for pointing finger guns
So
in
what
the
does this
game.
look
Cool.
like? Does this look like I'm trying to put a gun in my hands and pretend that I have guns?
all I'm saying.
Am I pretending that I have guns, Lex? Okay, thank you.
So we asked the chat, is the league unfairly targeting Ja? 48% said yes, 52% said no. Let's talk about some positive though. In addition to multiple finger gun sallies, Ja also came through in the clutch. Let's take a look at that. We got the yin and yang. We got to talk about the finger guns. We also got to talk about Ja hitting this game winner over Heat big man Khalil Ware to get the Grizzlies the win.
He should have shotgun him up.
Like, pick your battles.
That's what you're supposed to do. It.
So Ja had 30 in the
You
game.
gonna do it, right?
Right?
If you gonna do it,
This is when you
this is when you
This is when
fucking
you
blow
do
his
it.
goddamn head off, right? If you're gonna do it, blow his goddamn head off right now.
Metaphorically.
I'm just saying, you know what? He should start aiming down, shoot him at the ankles.
Right? No, I'm saying if you're gonna make a statement, listen, hey,
This
Hey, that would,
perfect.
boom, nigga, like, right?
If he start shooting people at the shoot, shooting at the
Shooting at the shit.
shooting at the shoot.
Because he
It's too high.
Shoot me in peeking toe.
It's too high.
aiming at people's feet.
Yeah, shoot the feet,
Stop trying to
man.
blow people's heads
Yeah,
off.
we don't want to see that shit.
Shoot their
water
ankles.
gun.
Dance, motherfucker, dance,
Their
dance.
ankles.
So Ja had 30 in the game.
So you know what? He should start making sounds. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, you got it.
So you know.
Pew, pew, so they know it's not
Baby
big.
gun.
Water
Stop
pistol,
shooting that little shit.
It's a
This
Nerf
little
gun.
shit.
It's
little
a Nerf
pistol
gun.
starter. But Ja had 30 in the game. Grizzlies got the win over the Heat. Grizzlies also got a win over the Pistons to try and stay out of the play. I think they're currently 8th in the West right now, still trying to avoid it. Afterwards, Ja had this to say about his game-winning bucket.
Take me through what you saw on that final possession.
A pigeon guard me, go get a bucket, win the game.
The way you're answering that and the energy energy we had in this game. This one felt personal. What was different about this one?
The crowd getting to booing me. They just woke me up for the second half, and I'm pretty sure they ain't happy going home now. So,
A pigeon guarded me. Just wanted to hear
This
that.
situation has made him a bit jaded, and I don't like it.
What is a pigeon?
I asked him before the show.
I also
don't know what a
I
pigeon
also
is?
didn't know what
No,
that
I know
meant.
like
I know what a pigeon
women.
is, but I've never heard it used in that context before. So what does it mean?
So I asked, I guess it's somebody can't move their feet.
Because pigeons just be
Little leg.
in the way.
I thought it was a pigeon that was a girl that was walking by trying to get into the whip, but her feet are hurting.
Oh, I thought a pigeon was just the sack chasers out there looking for crumbs on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Like little pigeons.
I don't want no pigeon.
Oh, that's, you got another.
I literally imagined the pigeons that be like in New York and they just never move.
we call
Even when you
birds.
chase them, they're like, no. They like move
move
too
their
much.
You know, eagles fly high, they get their food. Pigeons, they need to be fed. Right. And then you go feed a little bird, you know, little
okay.
Instagram models.
I don't get the reference. I'm gonna be honest. I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm still.
Just somebody who ain't good.
I think he was just saying shit. To be honest,
I interpreted it as somebody.
yeah.
Cone, a
Never heard
pigeon.
that.
Oh, he basically said he a bird. He just out
Bird brain.
He did have pigeon-looking legs too, though. But
He's
I
7'2",
still don't
though.
know.
He's 7'2".
I've never heard that before.
but
He meant penguin.
That's what I thought. That's what that made. To me, that made more sense.
A
but-
penguin?
Yeah, they wa- yeah.
penguin.
To me, that made more sense. But I'm not. That's young shit, I guess. I'm not. I'm not hip. So
Taylor
He's
Rook's better than
7'2".
me.
I
I'd
don't
have
see
been
a
like,
penguin or a pigeon.
Some of us
better
are
than me. I would have been like,
on
what
this
do you
couch.
mean by that? That's why I can't be a
we're
Superman reporter.
we're all
I see that shit. Like I see that energy in your.
What does that
I
mean?
gotta go.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Motherfucker still loaded.
one question. When he would have said that shit, and back to
Okay.
you, Dick.
Back to you.
Great win, Ja. Got a bag.
Hey, let's take it back to the studio.
Yeah,
So producers dropped the
Take it back.
Reel it
still
in,
on first
reel
quarter
it in,
energy.
Reel it in. Reel it in,
I think he
Taylor.
know he about to get hit with that 75,000.
Reel it in, Taylor.
Taylor, take the cue.
So Jay Crowder broke this down. Producers dropped this in the doc for me. He said the terms duck and pigeon are NBA terms used to describe a weak defender you want to attack.
This is a new
duck?
terminology.
Damn.
They said,
duck?
fuck y'all
Pigeon?
lingo. We said we got our own lingo now.
A duck?
A duck and a pigeon.
Oh, so like duck hunt for him.
I guess we was.
You got the gun. We can spin this any kind of way. You shoot ducks and pigeons.
So what was our term when we?
What was
On
they?
a cone.
What was the term for?
That's
Sweet.
What, a duck and a pigeon?
Yeah. What was it for?
Weak defender.
Weak defender.
A cone.
Squeeze that lemon.
Yeah, wheat.
What
yeah.
was it? What
milk.
was it?
Yeah.
Milk. Yeah.
Milk that cow.
cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. We just gonna be man. Go at him.
Drop that. Yeah.
just
Go.
keep it
Man,
simple.
go, man, bust
Run it,
his
run it again.
ass, man,
Run it again.
Run that again.
Again.
We ain't hiding it. Listen,
Oh,
wait, no, we
no.
gonna-
Mouse
hey,
in the house.
Wait, right there.
Mouse in the house.
Who he checked? He had to score. Tell who he guarding.
Yeah, we go. KG.
Shaq had that barbecue chicken. That barbecue chicken down there.
Also, like we call it
Chicken,
sweet. So like Sam
Sweet,
Cassell,
sweet.
Sam Cassell.
Oh, he's sweet.
KG
Oh, damn.
and Mark Jackson. He's sweet.
He's sweet.
Bring it over here.
Bring
He's
it over
sweet.
here. Got some chocolate over here.
Pigeon and duck.
Chocolate is delicious. All right, we got one more thing we're going to talk about before we go
Not be using that.
to MostlyFans. So after the highs and lows during her
Yeah.
5 seasons at UConn,
You should use that. When you cooking, oh, she's sweet. See what happens.
Okay.
all right, let's talk a little.
Shit, you might get.
You
might
might
I
get hit
gotta say
on.
that. I
No, you
gotta
might get
punch
hit on.
somebody
Nah,
in the face.
she might get kissed. They might kiss her right in the mouth. What
All
you say?
Moving on.
Lexi, bring finger guns to the WNBA, please.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
I'll pay the fine.
Just start
I'll pay
pounding
the fine.
You know what? Don't
Yeah,
even.
yeah, you
Y'all
don't
want me to fight someone
don't shoot
so
him.
bad.
Just put him back in.
Ooh, if you holster it,
Just holster.
you can't get fined for the holster.
Nah, you can't
I'm
get
being
fouled
serious.
there. Just
Put him away.
after you shoot it, just.
Well, hold the permit. Hold the permit while you have it.
Shot.
Huh?
Put it away.
Take the shotgun off your back.
Put it back in.
Nah, don't do the shot. No, do not listen to him. They're gonna get you suspended. Especially if you
Yeah,
pull it,
be like,
you start pulling the rocket out your shit.
They did the bow and arrow joint. Why not?
That was cool.
Can you
That
do the bow and arrow
The
now,
bow and
though?
arrow.
Dangerous
Pull
weapon.
that motherfucker out.
You think if he does a bow and arrow, they'll fine him for
Nah, it's
that?
gonna be the same thing.
It looks the same.
looks the gun.
He
like,
should do the
for him, it's a
grenade. Just
Grenade.
For him, it's a gun.
If they fine for the
Any
grenade,
weapon. A
Any
sword,
weapon. Any weapon. You can't do nothing.
you got to find the
sword.
loophole.
He better throw a rock.
Oh, I mean, he should go ancestry.
So is this not Is this not shooting yourself? Is this not shooting yourself in the head?
3 to the dome.
Is that
Melo joined 3 to the dome.
Yeah.
So,
But see, this is different. Yeah, this is different.
all right, so
I'm just saying. I mean,
We got-
because I know he wants to keep doing it because it's just part
He
of
just
the
needs to think of
celebration.
new weapons.
Like you told me, like you told me,
Just
let's go back to the grid.
Hit
Let's
the
go back to
Spider-Man.
dancing, dog. Hey, just go back to Spider-Man.
see, we're finding loopholes.
Spider-Man after the shot.
You can't.
The moment with the thing with the rock on it.
A lasso.
The last song. That's Wonder Woman. No, you can't do the Wonder Woman, nigga.
Now I see why we are not on the bench because yeah, we just change it.
Change it, bro.
The Goliath. You hit him with the Goliath.
Spider-Man it, man.
They'd
Just
be like, John Morant
They gotta be
you gotta take the gun from the other dude.
Hey, Donovan Mitchell, start spiderwebbing these motherfuckers.
Spider-Man.
Man, they'll test that nigga after every game.
was
dog.
every game.
Hey, they'll drug test him after the game. He started shooting motherfuckers spider webs out that bitch, man.
Spider-Man motherfuckers.
His fan base will go up like a motherfucker, though.
Go watch some Marvel movies and go see what all
He need
they're,
one
what
of
they're
them
all doing.
celebrations.
Adidas, oh my God, y'all are so slow. I just thought about it. How come y'all haven't came out with the Spider-Man?
Spider-Man spiders. Spider-Man
Yeah,
spiders.
he's
stop
got-
giving away shit you can
I'm
sell.
just saying, the
Gil.
playoff version,
They've
give you
actually-
a Spider-Man
they-
version. Give a
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
spider.
edition.
Well, they poured. He's Adidas. Right?
Especially All-Star Weekend.
They poured all the
Red, white, and blue,
resources
yes.
into Anthony Edwards.
Yes,
Clearly.
they did.
Great commercial.
Oh, I love him, but Donovan Mitchell is.
Even you could get it,
All the
but
kids,
Donovan Mitchell is like
kid shit too.
second.
Spider-Man.
We got.
Spider-Man is so easy.
Yeah, so we been did that, dog.
Was that the commercial?
Reebok commercial.
Yep.
Who done it? Yeah, we been did that.
That's what I was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The who done
So we got one more thing to talk about before we get to Mostly Fans. So after highs and lows during her 5 seasons at UConn, Paige Bueckers ended her career on a high note, helping lead the Huskies to their 12th national championship, first in the last 9 years, blowout win over South Carolina. Bueckers got revenge for the 2022 title game loss to South Carolina, UConn's first loss in the Natty game after winning the previous 11.
Damn.
We also got to give some love to AZ Fudd, who was named the tournament's most outstanding player, and Sarah Strong, who did work in her freshman season, putting up 24 points, 15 rebounds against South Carolina. So it was Bueckers' 4th Final Four, second championship game appearance in her college career, which was marred by knee injuries, sidelined her for half her sophomore year, and all of what would have been her junior season. So after UConn lost to Iowa last season, Bueckers opted to come back for her senior year to finish the job. Now leaves as the only player in college history to defeat 6 #1 seeds in the NCAA tournament. We got a little bit of video, Lexi. I know you were on the ground in Tampa. So Bueckers and UConn head coach Gino Auriemma shared a moment late in the 4th quarter. She subbed out for the final game of her college career. After the win, Auriemma was asked, what will Paige most be remembered for, and said, Paige's journey has been the most incredible for any kid that I've had. I think obviously everything she's been through.
For sure.
But Lexi, for you, you're out there in Tampa, got to see UConn win their 12th national championship. Paige Bueckers go out on top. How cool was it for you to see Paige have that moment to end her college career?
It was amazing. I feel like we love Don, we love South Carolina, we love everything that team has done, especially those seniors. Like, I feel like they still have not gotten enough appreciation or love for what they did for South Carolina in their careers. But I genuinely felt like everybody was rooting for Paige because she's been through so much, and her resume speaks for itself. The only thing she was missing was that national championship. So it was just really nice for her to be able to experience that. And it was like, she was like first superstar that like I personally have like seen like grow up. So I'm like, it's just a crazy feeling to watch someone that you've seen front and center since she's been like 16, 17 years old, and now she's about to come play with us over the summer. Like, it's like a really beautiful like full circle moment for me personally. So I'm just really happy that she's able to get her a championship, for sure.
And the rest of the couch, seeing Paige, everything she's been through, you've all experienced injuries in your career. To come back, miss a whole season because of a knee injury, miss half of a season because of a knee injury after being, I think, National Player of the Year her freshman year.
Yeah, like her trajectory.
She's the only freshman that did that, right?
Her trajectory was crazy.
Supposed to be, the one, obviously, Caitlin Clark,
still
others
is.
have now come and kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, ever since she was what, 15, she's been on, I mean, how many gold medals does she have for just,
She was on the cover of
15U,
Slam.
16U, 17U, 18U, 19U, like, she was, because her class is last year's. That's her actual original class. So, she was the queen of the 2020 class, and, injury set her back, and Caitlin, went from what, 4th to the number 1
Yeah, and
player,
that crazy. That's 2020
from that class. So, but you can see how important that class was to just basketball itself. And I think just her finishing her career, her college career, the way she kind of started it is, I know she's happy about it. Now she can go in and, join the rest of her class and see if she can, turn that into something, her rookie year.
And nothing like going out on top. From struggle and injury, like you guys stated, stick with it, not follow what everybody else is doing in this portal thing, and it's easier to leave when things get tough. I need a fresh start, all these things, how people do, but no, to be able to stick it out what you started with, man, and go out on top, I'm pretty sure it's an amazing feeling for her family, University of Connecticut. So a shout out to Paige and her family, man. I'm pretty sure she's going to do fine in the W. Skill set travels. She's had that.
Rashad, you've won a national championship yourself. What's that feeling like? Obviously, be on the biggest stage, all eyes of the world watching you, to be able to get that done, bring a banner back to your school.
What's it feeling like? Like mission accomplished, like job well done, next step, next level. Being grateful, thankful of all the opportunities, but just looking ahead. I think she's been looking ahead for a while. But the setbacks, it set up a real stage for a comeback. So I think for her and her expectations that she had early on, is going to set her up, just like Juju and her recent injury. It sets you up for a big comeback where you have to now use that grit and that championship determination and to show people what you can really do. Winning the championship is always a culmination of hard work and everything you put into the game, from strategy to game plan, all that stuff. I think Gino does a great job getting those girls ready every year.
Yep.
They came up short the last few years, so for them to get there now shows Gino can still get girls to buy into the system and win.
Oh, and they're young. They got young.
Yeah,
Next year they got
and
some
Sarah
motherfuckers.
Strong.
You got some motherfuckers coming next year
Yeah.
too.
And man, I don't know if people realize, but COVID did a lot for sports.
So much. Changed the whole landscape.
Yeah,
of
it changed the whole landscape of sports because it just.
It was
I mean,
the only thing
obviously
that
she
was
would have probably
happening.
been the 2nd or 3rd pick last year, no matter what. But the fact that the COVID year actually allowed her to come back to one more year for her to be able to call herself a champion.
Or it still would have been it would have been last. I'm saying
There's a lot of
last, but
players.
She still would have been in the conversation for number 1 last year.
No, yeah,
People would have been like,
fact,
shit, who they taking? Shit,
They
who they
take
taking? Who they taking? Shit,
Conversation would have been much
But I'm just saying
different.
for that because of COVID, she gets to be considered a champion now.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's dope.
And just for a lot of people out there, that 1 year
Changed
actually
everything.
changed the whole landscape, allowed people to get champions, right, that they probably wouldn't have got if it would just been a normal 4 years. So it's,
Absolutely.
And
That's
everybody
dope.
was
Yeah.
watching
Oh,
because
that's
there was
dope.
nothing else going on.
fate is fate, man. For some people.
Wouldn't that just be a red shirt year for her though?
I think she could have had
No,
even
you
a,
get it.
I think she can have a red shirt year.
She got
Yeah, she
hurt
got the
and
red her
could've
junior
took-
year.
Her, she
yeah.
could have taken. She could. I think she
can
has
take-
one more year.
she can have
She
one
could
more
take one more year if she wanted to.
but that's over now.
What is the COVID year is 1 year.
That's it.
Yeah.
And
Then
then
she
you
had a
get
year.
the
red
she
shirt.
get
Then the red
No, she
shirt.
You got a medical red shirt.
medical
Because she
red
missed the whole
shirt.
season for the
So
would have
the
been her junior
COVID
year.
group. This was the last year of the COVID
Yeah.
kids.
Now you got
So
to.
then everybody. So
now
now
we're going
moving
On the
back.
forward,
women's
everybody
side.
goes north.
On the women's side.
No, for everybody.
No.
You
No,
get
that-
four,
that-
no,
no,
your
The
four
men,
eligibility
some of them
seasons.
dudes.
Hannah
About 30
Hidalgo
years
is
old.
going
She's only a
into the
junior.
she's going to the
She's going into
portal
her
though,
senior
right?
year.
Some of them
She's
dudes
going
been
to
in
the
school
portal.
7 years.
No, Olivia.
The other girl's going. Olivia
She's
Wild.
only a junior.
One of them going to
Miles
the
went to the
portal.
portal.
No,
Yeah.
Olivia is going into the transfer portal. Yes,
Some,
she has her. Because it was the kids who came in.
She has 1 year. She has a
She has
COVID
one more
2021
year.
kids.
Olivia, yes. I think after this year, you do not get to play 5 seasons of college
Yeah, so
basketball anymore.
wait, so
Doesn't she have
is-
5?
We'll
figure it
no,
out.
she tore her knee.
She tore her knee. Medical
Olivia.
red shirt. Oh, yeah.
So this is not a COVID year. This is her additional year because she missed the season.
and how about the other one? Because she just went to the
Hannah.
portal. Hannah.
Hidalgo.
When did she come
Hannah's
into
still
college?
there.
Harris there. I think.
No,
This is her second.
She
She's
gets
a
back to
senior.
her 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
She came in 2021, 2022.
So 4.
22.
All these players that are playing 5 years of college basketball, that's over now. Unless
It was just the 2020 class or 2021
it was
class?
everybody before that-
It was this year that got cut short.
The 29.
So wherever you were
20
at then, you got that extra year.
So
Got the bigger
2020
back.
and 2021, right?
Yeah.
So both those 2 years.
In the middle, because it was like right in the middle. It got interrupted right there.
No, because the next season went normally.
29. So the 2019.
If you
to
were in
2020
college
class.
when COVID started, you got that whole year back.
The 2019 to 22. Okay.
Yes. So these girls are in
So,
college
okay, so this
5,
is the-
6 years, but they have 5 years worth of stats.
And that started in 2021.
Yes.
It started on 2021.
So now it's
that's
over.
4
So
years.
now girls are back to
So
just
so
4
Paige is the
years.
last. Paige's group is the last one.
Yes.
On the women's side.
On the women's.
Like I said.
So UConn's national championship, bittersweet. This would have been Gigi Bryant's first freshman season at UConn. So Vanessa Bryant showed love to UConn squad with this tribute on her IG page after they won the chip. Let's take a look. Said Gigi would have loved being there with you. When you think you can't, UConn.
Wow.
Was she definitely going to UConn?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think from
Because what if she was like, I don't want to go there?
could have went to UCLA, stayed local. Reggie Miller tried to persuade Kobe to get in her ear. Kobe said, no, I want to go to UConn.
She probably would go to win anywhere in the
That might have been her
country.
favorite team.
USC.
No, well, they know she wanted to go to UConn.
I mean, at the time, yeah, UConn was the place, but times have changed. She might have wanted to win somewhere else. But that was her favorite
But
team at the
like I
time.
said, bittersweet moment. So good to see Vanessa posting that, showing love, keeping the memory alive. And now let's go to the men's side. Florida defeated Auburn in the first Final Four matchup. Walter Clayton Jr. continuing his impressive tournament run, boosting his draft stock, second straight 30-point game. In the late game, Houston rallied to come back and defeat Duke, Lexi's alma mater, overcoming a 7-point deficit with a minute 25 remaining by going on an 11-1 run in that time frame. LJ Cryer led the Cougars with 26 points. He was 6 for 9 from
11
deep.
points in a minute.
AP National Player of the Year Cooper Flagg had 27, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. Got whistled for a questionable over-the-back foul with 19 seconds remaining. We don't think it was a foul, right?
I do. It was a foul.
Okay. That's it.
100%.
Shout out North
100%.
Carolina.
I want that
Shout out.
foul if I'm boxing out.
Yeah.
It's not a fight.
I want that foul. If I'm Cooper, I don't want that foul. I think it's not a foul, of course.
But that led to Houston's Juwan Roberts knocking down a pair of free throws to give Houston the lead. Flagg had a chance to win the game with Duke trailing by 1. Missed his turnaround jumper.
So that's how they lost the foul call and they got free throws?
No, they lost.
I mean,
They lost in the last 3 minutes.
score-wise. but-
Yeah, they tricked it.
They tricked it.
It was a trickening. As the kids. 11-1 run, minute 25 remaining in the game. Shaw, I know you were watching the game. The legend that is Jim Hill.
On site.
In that unit.
On site. Hit me. All right.
Tell Kenyon what happened.
All right.
What was your reaction to Duke's Final Four meltdown against
It was beautiful. It was glorious.
Beautiful.
Ooh. Yes, John Shire. Be yourself, man. We knew you could do it. Fuck it up. Right there, Coach K sitting there watching. Call a timeout.
Do something.
Hold the ball. 35 seconds, 3 possessions. Make them foul. What are we doing, bro? Stop it. They ain't gonna give me the
Even
job.
if you held the
God
ball
damn
and
it.
didn't even score points.
Didn't even
ball.
score.
Not enough
You
time
have to
for
score.
you.
Time and
It wouldn't
score.
even be
You
enough time for them to come back. And
That ball was a meteorite. That motherfucker
no,
was hot
Three
heavy.
possessions.
No,
We're up
fuck
6.
that.
We're up 6.
No, what I'm saying is it started
way before.
3 minutes. They only scored 3 points in the last 3 minutes of the game.
Didn't they say they said they scored 1 basket in like 10 minutes or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And it wasn't defense.
No.
Duke.
It wasn't
It
defense.
was, it was that scary offense.
Scary offense.
Scary
Scary
offense.
offense. We up, so
We
let's
up.
pass the ball around.
Yeah.
Stop doing. Only college does that shit. We up, so let's just pass the ball around.
But that's what
and
Coach
then
K
3,
did.
5, 4, 3. Now you're shooting shots that you wouldn't even.
That's what Coach K did, though. That's what their offense was. They're up 5, 6 points. Hold it. And we run our little sequence offense where we know JJ's other gonna come in. We're gonna duck in with Boozer or Shell. We
Yeah,
knew what we was
I
gonna do,
understood
but
that.
they literally didn't do that at all.
That
It was
sucks.
weird.
Yeah, it's like you got up by like 15 doing something. Then you say, all right, fuck all that. Let's just play safe basketball. Why the other team?
We
Aggressive.
still have like a whole debate about that. I wasn't here for that. I was watching it. When you're talking about why do teams, when you're up 20, they have to chill, but the team can still try and come back.
Oh yeah, that's a sportsman like
The sportsman,
fake stuff.
yeah.
So John Shire said, we haven't been in a lot of those games. We watch a lot of game situations in practice, and that's where I wish I could have helped them more.
Excuse me?
They hadn't been in a lot of those games
Said,
this
I
year.
wish I could
but they
coach.
watched.
I wish I could have done my job better.
We seen it on TV. We ain't
Accountability.
seen it in
Hey.
person.
We
Taking it-
have he
Wait,
have
wait.
he been in those type of situations before?
Yes.
He's taking accountability? Because that is coaching right there. That's coaching. It's nothing
Whoa.
else. They're
You didn't
kids.
practice the scenario at all?
It's like
But they
literally a
watched the
drill
game
you do
situation.
in
They practiced it.
They watched them, but
They
they
watched
They
it
watched
and
it in
didn't
practice. Yeah,
They never practice. I'm
we
pretty
watch a
sure
lot
they
of game
practice.
situations and
Who
practice.
doesn't practice the last 2-minute drill?
Right.
George Carl.
Bang, 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 bang.
He just John Morant. It's the random
Spidey man.
Hold on. Wait. No fine from underdog. No fine from underdog.
We're gonna
No
see you
problem.
just.
Do it.
Son of a bitch at? Where that son bitch at?
Quickly, a national championship game tonight. Houston taking on Florida. Let's go around the couch. Give me predictions.
Wait, I already gave my prediction. Y'all ain't showing
Feel
my
his
bracket.
Your bracket, very, very pristine.
Yeah, he got the two.
Went all number one seeds. Saw the vision.
Stradamus.
I'm going to Texas.
I'm going
boys.
Florida, though.
I'm going to Florida?
Yeah.
You put Houston on your
I
bracket.
did, but I like
Fuck
Florida.
this, yo, man.
I like Florida.
Let's go home, dog.
I picked them.
He said I have Houston on
I got Houston. He got Florida and Houston in the championship game
And I
on his
picked
bracket and picked
I picked
Houston to win it. And this motherfucker out his mouth
But the
said I got
way
Florida.
I've been watching Florida play the whole tournament.
In true Rashad McCants
I'm
fast.
like, hey, I'm like, Florida.
You never disappoint me.
It was up. It was up for it.
And you never
I
disappoint
might
me.
go switch back. It don't know. We got time.
No,
He gonna switch back at
got
halftime.
time. We got plenty of time.
This guy-
What time that game?
This boy's amazing, man.
6.
I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna be watching another game, man.
What game are you?
We got two motherfuckers on the couch that's gonna be playing in the Champions.
Oh, wait,
Congratulations.
what is that?
Brendan and Nick play tonight.
On what? YouTube?
Yeah.
At
Red
6?
League.
5.
So it might be over by the time they get. I don't think they were
yeah, I'm
cut
gonna
into the
watch.
natty game.
Oh yeah, that shit should be over.
Well, you got 13 TVs up there.
Right, what are you talking about? You watch 76
Put them
things
all
at
on the
once.
Red League.
4 here.
He gonna have
He
all
got
76.
4 here, 17 in there, 45
Like, what?
upstairs.
You
Like,
got your phone, like
yeah, you got, yeah. Got 7 computers set up for your games. You
Shout out to Swaggy
Never find
and
a
Mr.
way.
B, Brandon Jennings.
I'm going with them old ass boys from Houston.
Senior citizens?
Yeah, them.
The
See, that's the
senior
product of stand around, man. Hey, you learn. Hey, you can depend on them. Hey, give me them 4, 5, 6 years. Hey, give me all them. How old are you? Yeah, 22, 23, 21, 23.
Got a whole ass family.
When you about to be 24 at the end of April? Yeah, give me.
You eligible. Hey, your daddy still play, I remember. He still got 2 years of eligibility. I remember he went to jail for that little crack situation, but he still got 2 years, right? Yeah, tell him come on play.
Yeah, I'm talking
Father and son.
Hey, he got 2 kids. He filing child support. He's still in school.
Let's move on
Right.
to Mostly Fans.
I know, I was looking at some of these, I was like, damn.
Yes, starting. Hey, they average lineup. They averaging 23. Average starting lineup 23 years old.
And we're gonna
Better
talk
win a
about that
national
tomorrow because that needs to be addressed. But shout out, time for Mostly
Better
Fans
win a
presented by
national
Underdog.
championship.
Download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick'em. All right, we got one question, email question from Muhammad A. So, what's the best vacation destination outside the U.S. to go for my honeymoon? Best vacation destination outside of the United States to go for a honeymoon.
oh, I don't know.
Bahamas.
Never been
I went to Bora Bora.
fancy.
Yeah, I went to Bora Bora
What
from
was the question?
best.
Best
Shut up.
Vacation destination outside the U.S. to go.
No, we're not doing
No,
this.
I want to hear Rashad's answer.
No.
I don't want to hear my answer.
I like Bahamas. I mean,
I don't want to hear
people are
my
nice.
fucking answer.
The Bahamian
Bora-
people.
yeah, this-
Shout out Buddy Hill.
Bro, French, yeah, they're nice as fuck
That
too.
nice shit.
Okay.
I just
Bro,
came
but
from the
Tahiti's over there too, right?
Tahiti. I just
Yeah,
came from
yeah,
the
they nice as
actually,
fuck too.
They
I still
You
want to hear
did have a
Rashad's
nice-
It's more about
Bahamas.
the, for me, it's more about the people, how the people,
absolutely.
yeah.
hospitality. is key.
Hospitality is
Yeah,
key for
key
me.
for me, yeah.
I'm spending my money, that motherfucker. Yeah, you got to treat me fucking well.
Better be polite about
Yeah,
it.
nah, but I went to. There's a lot of nice places out there. It depends on what you like or what you're into. So if you want to
afford.
be a tourist, you can go to a nice place and be a tourist
You
for your
wanna chill,
honeymoon,
you
or
go
you
to
want to
Bora
go
Bora.
chill. You don't want to take no socks like me on vacation.
Yeah, no socks.
On vacation, no socks.
That's a good approach.
It's not a vacation if you got to take socks.
That's a
I
bar
work
right
out
there,
on
Kenyon.
vacation though.
Me too, I know, unfortunately.
I work out.
I love some
Y'all said
sand.
honeymoon, what you say? What you say?
Yes, honeymoon. You got to get married.
Colombia.
See? So, Brazil, Colombia, DR.
Yeah.
Oh, see?
Those are
So
party
my honey gonna love my honey. My honey love my honey.
Go to the party.
Bunny Ranch.
Honey,
Yeah, he
Medellin.
the LO spot.
Medellin. I
Is
got
it really like that over there?
7 wives, yeah, at once.
I
One day.
couldn't tell you.
And
We
on
got
that
married
note,
and divorced the same day.
on that
7
note,
of them. Thank you.
we appreciate everybody in the chat for joining us on this lovely Monday.
2 on the motherfucker.
Gil, appreciate
You know
you.
what? Hell, listen. This was a crazy motherfucker. You just mentioned it, the Bunny House. I had Lamar Odom on my team, Big 3. And I was like, yeah, we're going to do a mini camp, to get ready for the Big 3. He said, oh, yeah, man, can we do it in DR? I was like, DR? Well, why would we go there? Yeah, I got some places we can go. now I understand. That motherfucker, boy.
On that note,
We trying to get in shape. He trying to get in shape.
You're trying to get it, yeah.
different shape, but this is. Appreciate everybody in chat.
That's
Appreciate
her
everybody
name.
on this couch.
Yeah,
Shout out
that's
to
her
Underdog
name.
as always. This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! We will see y'all tomorrow.